We are live after many week break. Where are we? What are we doing? What's happened
Apparently
last
the DM
time?
is speaking as orc.
What?
You're speaking in orc
That's metagaming.
after many week break. You just sound like you're speaking in orc.
That's racist. Alright, can we get some recap? What's happening? What happened last time? Because I
So
don't
the
remember.
most important thing that happened last time is that Tay kept watch and she put Killian's hand in warm water and caused him to pee himself in his sleep. That was like the most important thing from last session.
Yeah, you guys gotta
Hell
catch up
yeah.
Charlie on what happened. What'd you guys do?
Yeah.
That was the best part.
So while Kryn was taking care of some personal business, then we decided to go get incense from the base of Dragon's Peak, because the window to do this quest was closing for this month. Like it's a lunar cycle thing because it's has to do with the goddess of the moon, and so we hired a guide to help us get there named Selenwe. And we were able to avoid a storm, and the quest itself was going to take us around 2 days. We met something that looked like human children, but they had fangs, and we weren't sure what they were. They were basically polymorphed arachne. And Tay cast Detect Magic and scared them off.
I was curious.
We made camp for the night. That was when the whole water prank happened. The next day, we found a creature in the forest, a Danthian. We spoke briefly to it, and she tried to charm Killian, but was not successful because Killian said he didn't like women.
We got into a little bitch fight.
Yeah.
A verbal insult throwing fight because I don't have no BS fae that tell lies.
Alice
Your
on
mom. No, your mom.
something like that.
She called me ugly and I told her she was a whore or something.
Jesus.
Who are?
Yeah. She definitely told Tay that she was rude as well.
I
But
know she called me ugly.
But Alice decided to give her a tiger's eye gemstone just because she didn't want to piss off a fae creature. And she cast heroism on Alice as a reward. And Alice
And then also tried to charm you.
yes, but fortunately she wasn't able to. And so Alice and Tay debated the pros and cons of offending fae creatures. And then it was around that same day that we reached our destination. Alice was looking around for incense, and she found some other valuable herbs. And then towards the back, there was like it was like up this little cliff area. There was like a cave, and so we decided we were going to look for incense in the cave. And when we got into the cave, we heard someone giving a speech in Orcish, and it was like it seemingly was like a war rally or something. Killian was able to discern that there was at least more than 12. Like there was at least 12, but there was probably more, and that there was probably a spellcaster, and that the leader was going to be stronger than that. And so we continued to explore the cave carefully, but we eventually run into some orcs, and we kind of had this little standoff going. They told us to drop our weapons, and we were like not wanting to, disarm ourselves, to feel safe and everything. And so we convinced them to let us keep our weapons, and to take us to the leader. And we met their leader. His name was Vulik, and their clan was the Karkor clan, and they were known to live in this mountain, but they were known to live like higher up. They weren't supposed to be in this cave. And so Vulik knew what we were looking for. The orcs call it smelly grass, and they agreed to give us the smelly grass in exchange for our help fighting giants and goblins that had taken over their home higher up. And so Tay was asking questions about like what sort of giants they were, and based on the answer, Tay felt like we probably would not be successful if we went as we were then, because we were like only level 2. And so we told them, we felt like it would be better for us to get stronger and come back, so we made a promise that we would return and help them slay the giants and the goblins, and they allow us to take the grass. And they also let us stay the night in their cave so that we had somewhere safe to spend the night. In the morning, then Alice wanted to gather the valuable herbs she saw just outside the cave, and we found these amoeba type oozes, and we decided we were going to take one and see if we could sell it like at the market, because it was kind of a rare thing. So we got one unconscious, and then like we took out Tay's waterproof bag, and Alice put some water, create water to put water in there and like just kind of keep the ooze in this waterproof bag on our way back to Geffen. And so we did that. We returned to Geffen with the smelly grass and got our reward, and then we also were able to sell the amoeba. We named it Bob.
Nice.
All right, so what was Kryn doing? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what was Kryn doing?
Smoking that smelly grass.
Yeah, I was gonna say smoking that smelly grass, drinking some wine.
So you just got high and drunk all day, and you were out of commission, basically.
And I was fighting pit. What the hell? Why not?
Okay. It's underground fighting pit.
That's why I got experience.
True. That is why you got some experience. All right, yeah, you guys. New day in the guild hall. What's the plan? What do you guys want to do this lovely day?
Contemplating on how I'm going to get Tay back.
I will shout, "Good morning, Kryn!"
Ugh.
Are you okay, man?
Little
Be right back.
early in the morning to be doing that.
Doing what? Greeting my friend?
Screeching at the top of your lungs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you still sick?
Sure, we'll go with that.
How many rounds did you get?
I don't know. DM?
Yeah, you were able to go 2 or 3 rounds.
Fighting 3, drinking, I stopped counting when I hit about 12.
I usually stop counting when I hit the floor.
That's about when I hit the floor.
Well, we missed you while you were away. We took a job. I hope you don't mind.
Never.
We met some orcs along the way, and we made a promise to them that we would help them take back their home, but we need to get a little bit stronger to do that. So you don't have to come with us, but we're hoping that you wouldn't mind accompanying us when we do go back for them.
Definitely, let's go.
I was thinking that we should see what jobs are available, see if we can get some more fighting experience, maybe get a little stronger.
Yeah, you guys can go check out the notice board if you want.
Yes, let's check.
See what's going on. Everyone's taking a gander at the notice board. You should be able to zoom in with the scroll wheel if you need to. The text is kind of smaller than I'd like, so you can kind of zoom in to read it better. If you don't have a scroll wheel, I believe it is, if you have a numpad, it's the plus and minus will scroll you in as well.
It's like this last one. It's like a college student. Like, would you like to test out this new product?
Well,
We're gonna cast spells on you. Like, pay well.
sounds like you watched my other session, but spoiler alert, that's exactly what it is. I'm surprised you got that, but yeah.
The missing caravan looks good. I don't know about the sea monster. I mean, we'd have to do like, if that's an accurate picture, maybe we should try to figure out like.
Didn't we feel like we found part of a missing caravan of supplies? Like or was that the other group? Sorry. Mine
It's
was
the other group.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think the caravan sounds promising. I'm not sure if... I am all for gold. More gear would help us in our quest against these giants and goblins, but I don't know. I worry about lasting effects of such tests.
You guys don't like the tentacly monster?
I'm not into that.
I mean, lightning bolt, domination, dispel magic.
Easy. Level 3 adventurers?
I think Tay can handle that on her own.
Yeah. Send her in to deal with it.
So I say the sea monster or the caravan.
I'm thinking the
What are we gonna
caravan.
do against a sea monster?
I don't know. I was just saying those are the two that look.
I mean, you
Maybe,
never know,
maybe.
Tay. Maybe Alice can convince it to be our friend.
I mean, if anyone can, Alice can, but I don't like our odds.
I like octopi.
I
say
think
we
this
go
is
for
like
the caravan.
furry.
What was that?
I say we go for the caravan. That seems the most promising.
What did you say?
You said octopi, but this thing looks like furry or something, so I said more like furripi.
I mean, fur pie is fine too. Caravan it is. Yay!
Alrighty. You want to go get some info on the missing caravan?
Yeah.
See.
I'm restraining myself from talking about fur pies.
You would like fur pies, wouldn't you?
Jesus.
It's the hairballs.
Is it racist to assume a catfolk would like a fur pie?
I mean, if it's a meat pie, that's a fur pie, right? If it's not cleaned well.
Very true.
I'm just
I would
moving
just
you
say-
guys.
If you have to ask if it's racist, it probably is racist.
At least I didn't
That would
ask
be-
to touch you.
What if that's classist? Like, what if I just go up to you and go, "Can I pet your fur pie?" Like,
Whoa. Go back on
Jesus!
I think I would need some clarification.
So yeah, you guys can walk on over to Merrick, who put the sign up. And
Hello.
Hello. See
Um,
before you, it is a human. He's very old. He's clearly some sort of ranger. He's bald. He has some reddish eyes. And he's about 5'9". And he's like a regular average build, but he's clearly a human. He says, hello.
Are eyes normal for a human?
Might be a little weird, but he definitely looks human.
I stare intently at his eyes.
Hello. Yes, we're looking for more information about the caravan and the supplies.
Ah, yes. Some adventurers provided some information, but it proved to be a little too dangerous, or they haven't gotten around to getting the full setback, so maybe you can do it. They found out that a lot of the supplies are being held in a goblin camp. There's allegedly some orcs and giants there. Maybe some spellcasters, some shamans, things like that.
Is this up in the mountains?
No, I believe the camp. He unrolls a map. Let's look at the map. I believe they found out the camp was somewhere around here. And he'll kind of blot his finger down on the map. Near the base of the mountains there, to the east.
So we got goblins up in the mountains, and now we got goblins at the base. What in the hell is going on?
Well, I think it's usual goblins scurry around forests and stuff like that. It's not too odd for them. Although it is a bit odd to have a giant this low. But giants do usually pull together orcs and goblins to be their little minions. So
Any idea what kind of giants these are?
He reads through his notes to see what the other adventurers told him. It seems like the other adventure... I haven't seen these firsthand. Keep in mind, these are your fellow adventurers giving you this information. So it may not be entirely accurate. But, according to your colleagues... there is alleged to be cave giant. It could either be a cave giant or a hill giant. Maybe a stone giant. One of those, most likely.
Did they say how many they've seen?
I don't believe they saw this camp themselves. They just got the information from a fleeing goblin, I think they said. They interrogated one of the survivors of an encounter.
Were these goblins running away from the giants?
No, I believe they're working with the giant. Either
I see.
voluntarily or by force. You all think you can take a giant?
What do I know about how difficult these giants are?
Knowledge local. Which giant do you want to learn about? I can give you like giants in general, and then we can talk about the specific giants if you want.
Whatever the first one you said was, I think it was like hill giant or something.
Yeah.
That was a horrible roll, Jesus.
Let's look at hill giant. You'll have to make a roll for each one. Hill giant, you're not sure.
Alright, what's the next type?
Cave giant.
Nice.
That one you do know about. You get one question specifically, but I'll give you the generals. They are normally chaotic evil, mechanically large. They have 120 dark vision, low light vision. And yeah, one question you have. You can, if you want a general, I can give you stuff about their defense, offense, or...
I'll say offense.
All right. You can just, I can give you like the thing I think is most important, or you can ask about their typical melee
Whatever
attacks.
you think is most important.
All right, I'll give you like a little more. They usually wield a battle axe. Will probably get 2 attacks, and they have obviously a 10-foot reach because they're large.
Okay, so a BAB of at least 6. And there was one other type?
What was the other type I said? Cave, giant, hill, cave, stone giant. What did you roll? Oh, shit. Yeah, you know about the stone giant. This one is clearly more impressive than the other one. And you get 2 questions. These ones are normally neutral, not evil. Large, dark vision 60 feet, low light vision. And you get 2 questions.
General offense and general defense, I guess.
AC 22. General offense, 2 attacks as well, but it uses a great club. And 10-foot reach.
Are any of the 2 I know about more likely than the other to be working with, like, goblins and orcs and stuff? Or are they both just as equally?
The cave giant is more likely.
The neutral one, really? Wait, no, that was the
No,
stone
that's
giant.
the evil one, yeah. Stone giant is
Okay, yeah,
neutral.
that makes more sense. And the cave giant was the one out of the 2 I got that was a little bit weaker.
And you didn't know anything about the hill giant.
Yeah.
You can get the general giant stuff, 10-foot reach and all that. Probably 2 attacks as well, but
Alright, well, the giants I can think of, it's more likely the cave giant or maybe hill giant, but I can't recall stuff about hill giants.
The giants are definitely the ones we need to worry the most about. Not
Yeah,
sure
I
if
mean,
they
I think
handle
we
too
could
many.
take on... We could probably take on a giant, but it would kind of be like using a lot of our power to deal with that giant. So it would be bad if we had that giant and a bunch of other minions at the same time. Like, we'd probably get overwhelmed and fucked.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to get fucked.
I have great cleave.
What do you guys think? Are there any ways you can think of that we could control the battlefield so we don't get overwhelmed?
I mean, I have some small ways to control the battlefield, but it's like stopping 1 or 2 creatures where they are.
If we can find narrow passages, it'll make it harder for them to surround us. But it would also make it harder for us to attack them, depending on how narrow we talk about.
We can go take a look at the situation, couldn't we? We have people that are somewhat sneaky-ish, right?
We could at least hire someone that is.
Up to you guys, what you think?
I mean, couldn't you change into something that could sneak in and take a look?
Me
Ooh,
change into something?
I don't know. I don't know what you guys do.
I heal.
I kill.
Me too. That's
I
why
do
I
buy
don't know what you
magic
guys do.
What was that? Sorry.
I was saying that's why I don't know what you guys do. So I kill it. You point me at it, I kill it.
And what were you saying, Tay?
I mean, it's possible there's a spell I could use to sneak in, but we would have to go buy a scroll. I don't have anything currently in my spell book that would help with that.
Well, I say we at least look into it and see if we think we can do it. I think that it's better to use caution if we can. But we also need to, learn how to fight giants anyway.
Huzzah! Let's go.
Okay.
We could go get medically experimented on and hope that it gives us some advantage over these giants.
Well, that's also an option. We can ask questions before any experiments are done, I suppose.
Let's go. That seems to be the easier one. Maybe they'll be like, hey, we're going to give you, like, another arm. Yay.
Would another arm help you kill a giant?
Maybe. I can hold another weapon.
Just, turn around in a circle and, hit him with all these weapons?
See.
Alright. We will thank the old guy for his time and tell him that we're going to do a little research and look into possibly doing the job.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Why are your eyes red?
You actually say that?
Yeah. I whisper it as everyone else starts to walk away.
They just happen to be that way.
Too much smelly grass, of course.
I call bullshit, but fine. Don't tell me your secrets.
Do you want to tell me all your secrets?
I mean, I might trade a secret for a secret.
He kind of looks you over. What's the highest circle spell you know?
Second.
Come back when you have something worth trading.
Ouch.
Damn.
I just flip him off and walk away.
Excuse me! He calls after you.
You're excused.
You certainly have a way with people, Tay.
I know, it's quite entertaining.
Alright, do we want to go see about these experiments?
I'm not getting experimented on, but if you guys want to be experimented on, have at it.
You can check.
Surely they'll tell us everything up front, right?
It's Geffen. I'm guessing yes, in a convoluted way you might not understand. I'll probably understand it, but you might not understand it.
Great, you can be our interpreter. Let's go.
Lovely.
So you guys want to head into the city and find this guy?
Yes.
Sure.
Alright. Give me a general diplomacy check to see how long it takes you to find this guy. Oh, very quickly apparently. Yeah, you quickly find out that this guy is a student in Geffen Academy. as you guys head out into the city. You're quickly given his dorm number. It's like 300 and something. You get the east wing he's in, and you guys can go through there. And as you come up to his dorm room, you see it looks like any other dorm room, except for you like just look at it, and the border of it is like singed with like this like black kind of soot or something like that. It seems like the door's made of wood, so maybe it was burnt at some point. As you also look at the door, you can tell that it seems to have been perhaps disassembled and re-put together several times. Like it must have been used mending on it, but some of the pieces were maybe missing, so it's like there's like different little flakes of wood in it and stuff like that. It just seems like it's very like haphazardly put together.
This dude seems like an amazing spellcaster. Look at this door. He's fantastic.
Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's his roommate.
I'll pound on the door.
Yeah, as you pound like the second time, the door just like opens up. There's nothing in front of you to open the door, but it just opens up. And as you look inside, you don't have to step inside yet. You guys kind of just like looking inside. You'll see all in a manner of these little rodent-type creatures running through with like little parchments in their mouths, like scurrying about, bringing parchments to other bookshelves. And as you look in, there's like papers everywhere. There's like there's like a two-story kind of dorm room, and clearly, when you were on the outside of this building, this room looks way bigger than it should be. Magic, I guess, but it's like as you were expecting it to be like a little box of a room, but as you open it up, it's like this huge area that has like this staircase, winding staircase that goes to a second level with more books and stuff and bookshelves. And you're just kind of looking at this chaos. There's some random like little pigeons flying around with things in their talons, carrying scrolls back and forth. And yeah,
Seems like they have a rodent problem.
Do the small rodent and bird creatures look delicious?
If you want to eat them, yeah.
Because she's a cat folk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to assume cat folk eat rodents, but yeah, if you do, they do look delicious.
I'm probably just watching, following their movements.
Will check to not jump out.
Yeah, the animals seem to give you no mind unless you directly interact with them.
Is anybody here?
Yeah, you say that, and then a moment later, like a little, not a little, but like a normal-sized head kind of like pops out from the top area over these books near the banister, and he says, "Oh!" And you see his head. He's got these glasses on with these 3 colored lenses, and he kind of like flicks them up, and he kind of squints his eyes down at you, and he says, "Oh, come in. Are you here from the notice?"
Yeah.
Maybe.
Come in. And he kind of pops his head back down, and you guys can walk in if you want.
Sure.
I will walk in.
Yeah, I assume you all do.
Yeah.
The door closes behind you, and he makes his way down the stairs, and he says, hello. Before you is clearly a middle-aged human. He's got these nice wizard robes on. They're nothing like super special, but they're clearly some sort of wizardry robes. And like I said, on his face, he has these tri-colored lens spectacles. And he kind of greets you all, and he says, "Have a seat. And he ushers you. He kind of moves these papers out of the way and reveal. There's like 3 or 4 seats you can have a seat at, and he'll kind of flick on one of the colored lenses. And what kind of... Do you guys have magic gear on you? Any magic items?
A couple.
My sword.
What else do you guys have? Just the sword, or what else?
I have boots of levitation and some random scrolls.
I have the healer's gloves.
Okay.
And I don't know if the herbs and stuff that I...
Those aren't magical.
Well, I guess... Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're in my bag anyway.
Well, is your bag a bag of holding or something, or...?
No, I think it's just a regular bag.
Okay.
I just have potions. That's it.
Alright, yeah, after he looks at you all for a minute, he says, clearly traveled adventurers. I would expect nothing less. So, you've come to... you want to exchange your services for coin, I assume?
Maybe.
Maybe,
We
yeah.
just need to know a little bit more about what the risks are and that sort of thing.
Of course, of course. You wouldn't be adventurers if you were not cautious. And luckily for you, I have it all written down. And he kind of waves a hand, and this stacks of paper kind of float on over to you, seemingly being carried by an invisible force of some sort. And one of these papers are each handed to you. And he kind of says, you don't have to read through it all if you want, but you can, of course. Basically, it just goes over all the risks involved. I'm working on an amazing new spell. And if everything goes well, which it should, you'll be noted in history books and spell books as being the first recipients to my amazing spell. He kind of looks at you, Alice, and Tay, and says, you two might understand, but the other two might not. But I don't know if you've all heard of this spell, Enlarge Person.
Oh, yes, I've heard of it.
Yes, well, in my
I just
travel...
stare blankly at him.
In my adventuring days, I always heard the complaints that although it was nice to use on my brutish fighters, they always complained that they seemed easier to hit. They wanted to be able to reach their foes easier, but they didn't like being able to be hit easier. And I said, well, you're bigger, you're easier to hit. And then it struck me, what if I could just grow specific body parts? So I'm working on a spell to just focus on a specific area to make their arms grow bigger so they could reach their foe without themselves becoming bigger.
So they'd have, like, freaky long arms?
Yes. I know there's other similar type spells that do something similar, but mine would be more efficient and it would be better. So basically that's the experiment. You'll be my guinea pigs, if you will. If you just sign the document, you'll acknowledge you don't blame me for any loss of limb, memory loss, or any health things that happen afterwards. Of course, none of that will happen. It might happen, but, there's always risks in magic. But you'll be very well compensated for your time. I just need you for one whole day at a time. Every day you spend with me, you'll get 1,000-ish gold, maybe?
Maybe? You don't even know your prices?
Well, it depends on how willing you are and things like that.
I'm just sort of trying to gauge, like, does he seem like he's trying to talk fast so that we're not, like, thinking about it too hard? Does he seem like he genuinely thinks that, this will be okay? Sort of trying to gauge how he's...
Yeah, he definitely seems to be going fast over the risks part. And he definitely seems like he is trying to oversell his capabilities.
Alright, I'll immediately start reading through the paperwork then.
Yeah, as he said, it basically, the font is very tiny, but you can read through it. It's a one-page document, but the font just gets, like, really small, but you can squint and read it. And it basically says, like, he's not responsible or liable if you lose any limbs or fingers or toes or anything like that. He's not liable if you lose any memories during this, and any subsequent health issues that you encounter.
I mean, this would give us a way to be able to perhaps, I don't know, enchant that nice sword of yours, Killian.
What does a sword need to be enchanted with? Isn't it already fucking enchanted to shit? Like, fucking burst into flames.
I was thinking something like, something that would specifically harm giants.
I don't think you need something to specifically harm giants. I'm pretty sure you can just stab them and harm them.
He kind of pipes up, true, but if any of you use an arrow, bow and arrow, there are giant slaying arrows that I could help create for you.
Obviously, none of us are predominantly ranged.
Oh, well,
How
my
much did you
apologies.
actually adventure?
How exactly does this spell work?
Well, I haven't created the spell yet. You'd be subject to my iterations of it to see if it works. So, it might work the first day, it might take several days. Wizard research is a very difficult thing. It takes many days, weeks, months.
Oh yeah, so difficult.
He kind of looks you over. Do you have a spell book hanging out or anything like that?
I mean, I do have a spell book, yes. It's probably visible.
I don't know why you're being so snarky. You seem to be a wizard or a witch at least. No, witches don't use spell books.
Oh, you can't tell? How interesting.
She's
you come
surly
here
with
for-
everyone.
Yeah, is she normally like this? She seems very sassy.
I think
I
if
don't know,
you were
guys.
to
Am I
change your
normally
draft,
like this?
yes, you are, Tay. Now be quiet.
I agree. You should be quiet.
You should be quiet.
If you were to change your terms a bit, it might be more tempting.
What terms do you want me to change?
Say if you were able to restore us in case something of a loss of limb were to happen.
See, that is more clerical in nature. If you have a cleric friend or someone, you can easily do that.
That's why
but-
I'm saying if you were to change the terms, meaning you would cover at least that.
Well, I'm paying you a very very good wage. You can probably
I-
afford to prepare yourself should that happen.
My
Well,
wage should not be part of that.
Well,
I'm taking all the risk by letting you experiment.
I'm
That should be
paying
paid
1,000
and
gold a day,
more.
and people would die for that. I mean, adventuring, you barely make that a day. No?
I look behind me clearly.
So,
Yes, I have many volunteers. I just need more. Can never have enough volunteers. 1,000 gold a day is a very good wage. For adventuring, you could go out tomorrow and perish. At least me, I'm guaranteeing you won't die. Might lose a limb or two, but very rare.
is
Oh,
there
yeah.
like a knowledge check that I can make to... Is there like... If I did like Cure Light, would that restore someone's lost
No.
limb? No?
You need, I think it's called regeneration, something like that.
Well, I at least will try it for a day.
Well, excellent. Sign here.
I'll do it.
Excellent. When can you, it'll take a full day, so today's already kind of expired, but, tomorrow?
Sure, I'll show up tomorrow.
Excellent. Anyone else?
Sure, why not?
Excellent! Sign right here. He hands you a paper.
Signed.
Alright,
Yeah, I
you
hand
two?
him the signed paper.
He looks at the remaining two. Your friends are gonna be earning some nice coin. How about you two?
I like my limbs, thank you very much.
It'll be fine.
I guess Tay will be saying I told you so to the three of us. I'll sign
Excellent. Come on, you can't split the party. That's basic rules. He looks at you.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Ugh. Well, your loss, I guess. You won't be part of history.
This is a mistake, but fine.
Excellent! All for one and one for
Christ.
all.
We're gonna all fucking die.
No.
I look at Tay very surprised that she gave in.
This will expand my research in great time and a lot of coin for you guys. Excellent. First thing tomorrow then.
Yes, see you first thing tomorrow.
Take care. He kind of snaps his fingers and the door opens by itself. You guys can leave. And the door will close behind you.
You guys realize that this dude is probably a shitty wizard who just has a shit ton of money because his parents are rich.
Well, we'll have a shit ton of money when we're done.
I mean, and maybe less limbs, or maybe we won't remember each other.
Yeah, I guess there are some risks, but maybe
some
fate will be
risks.
kind.
You do realize to regenerate a limb, that's at least a 7th circle spell.
Yes, I know.
Okay, that's not cheap. I'm pretty sure 1,000 gold doesn't even cover that.
But he didn't say
Worst
for
case scenario.
sure. What were you going to
Sniff
say,
our
Ken?
shirt?
What?
What did you say?
I was saying he wasn't saying that we for sure are going to lose limbs.
Oh yeah, not for sure. Just maybe. Just glossing over this really quick, maybe bringing it up as a hypothetical situation. But don't worry about it. That seems more likely. Like you might lose a limb. It's probably more likely than he's letting on.
Worst case scenario, we beat him up and take what money we need.
Sure. I think we might get kicked out of Geffen if we do that.
True.
If he could prove it.
Dead men tell no tales.
You guys are funny.
This is gonna be horrible.
Well, I mean, I think that we'll be fine. I trust the gods. Would you like me to pray for good fortune in this?
You do whatever you want.
Pray
I mean,
to
I could-
whoever you want.
All right. On our way back, I will stop at the gardens.
Sure. Are you just praying to any old god, all the gods, a specific god?
I'm going to pray to Arfin.
Tay is gonna lay in the dead center of the gardens and just lay on the ground and stare up at the sky and be like, "Oh, holy gods around me, if you hear me, please don't let me lose a limb or my memory tomorrow."
You're just like beseeching all the gods or a specific?
I think so. Tay is not a very godly person, right? So she just like is doing the generic thing where it's like, I don't really pray to any specific god, so she just generically is like, all right, if this is supposed to work, let's just beseech them all and nothing's gonna happen anyways.
Alright, Alice and Tay, give me a D100. Anyone else praying?
I'll stand in front of the tinsel statue. Is it still cracked, by the way? Just curious.
No, all the statues are nice and
Okay.
pristine. Ooh.
I'll just stand in front of the
Sure.
tinsel statue and just make a general thing similar to Tay, like, hope all this goes well and give me favor against these creatures that we're going to fight.
I mean, Tay's is slightly like sassy and sarcastic because she doesn't believe that a god is going to answer her. So she's sort of half mocking Alice because she doesn't think anything's going to happen.
Yeah, anyone who's praying, give me a D100.
How do the heretics have better rolls than me? I call shenanigans.
Why is it not letting me roll? I keep getting a message saying I can't correct things. I just do /D100, right?
/R. /R D100. /R space D100.
There, you happy now?
Yeah, all of you say your prayers, but you don't hear any like gods answer you or anything. You feel the nice breeze in the gardens, the nice chirping of birds in the air, and it's a nice day. It's
I
nice and
will
Is this
calming.
working, Alice? Is this what we're supposed to do? I don't feel any different. How do you feel when you pray? Am I supposed to feel something? This feels stupid.
You just have to have faith.
One of the acolytes will come over as you're like shouting over to Alice in front of the Arfin statue, and he'll say, "Shh, Show some respect, young lady. Praying is not
What?
stupid.
I will leave 5 gold at the base of the Arfin statue.
You'll see some of the acolytes nod.
I
And
thought prayer was supposed to be whatever works for you. Why can't I want to yell in prayer?
You may, but not the way you're doing it. And you should look to your friend. You should leave a donation. The gods are much more likely to adhere to those that give them tribute.
I feel like you're just trying to get money from me.
Absolutely not! How dare you?
Oh.
I'll light a flame at the base of Tinsel's statue.
How do you light the flame, with your sword? Like,
Yeah, I think that would probably be the easiest thing for me to do.
and then what do? Do you just let it burn? Or are you gonna put it out, or? Because
Oh, they don't have like a little. They don't have like a little altar.
They
area
have
for this
a.
thing?
There's a pond of like holy water that's 10 feet away from you. Maybe more than that. Like
No,
30 feet.
I was hoping like they had like a little place where you could actually like burn something.
No, it's
Since
just
this
a,
is the god
just a
of
big
flame.
stone statue with like a garden kind of atmosphere around it.
Set the grass on fire.
As you look down, you do see there are other singed spots where people have had similar ideas. But, I mean, you just have to put it out after, or else it'll burn a lot of stuff.
All right, then yeah, I'll just do it in the previously burnt area so that it doesn't spread, and I'll watch it until it burns out.
Yeah, you lock eyes with the flame. It ignites a little and burns, but then quickly just fades out as it's in a previously burned spot. The acolyte will kind of nudge you to and say, "See, your friends have the right idea. You don't need to leave coin, but you need to do something. You can't just call the gods from like mommy and daddy and do what they want for you.
Excuse me, let's not talk about my parents, okay?
You
Let's
magic
not
types
even
are all
go
the
there.
same. You think you can read your spell books and learn the powers of the gods.
I mean, for the most... Kinda. Not like exactly, but kinda.
There's a second circle divine spell that puts all you spellcasters to sleep.
Okay, buddy. How am I supposed to know what to leave the gods when I don't even know?
That's what we're here for. Which god do you
my
want to
God.
beseech?
I don't know.
Well, what are you praying about? Let's start there.
I don't know. I'm doing something tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up losing an arm in this.
Well, what are you doing tomorrow?
Letting someone experiment on us, apparently, because I...
Well, I think your friend had the best bet. Arfin would do well to give you a fair deal. Or you can go to
Fair
Savra.
deal. That sounds exciting.
Yes, Arfin is not known to be one of the most exciting gods.
This
But-
sounds like Arfin would put me to sleep. No offense.
None taken. I don't follow Arfin. But another one that
Who do you follow?
We'll get there, but let's go through the options. So,
No, I want to know who you follow first, and then I'll listen to the options. I want the preliminary knowledge of who you follow as you're explaining them to me. It's my small fee for listening to the rest of the spiel, okay?
he kind of pulls out his amulet from under his cloak. You see a war hammer with these balanced silver scales on top of this hammer. He says, I follow the mighty Pelosis, guardian of the gods. He wouldn't really... Well, you could beseech him to help protect you from any harm, but I wouldn't recommend him if you're worried about your future. More, you should probably want to do Savras, god of divination and fate. If you're getting experimented on by magics, you could also beseech Irtis, god of magic. Other than that, I believe those are your best bets. If you want it to go well.
The gods always feel so boring. No offense. I don't mean it as a bad thing. I'm not trying to offend them. or
No offense
anything.
taken, but sometimes boring is safe. Sometimes boring is what you need.
Ugh, true, but I hate boring.
No?
Alright, what is this magic god like? I don't know.
Irtis, many in Geffen beseech them, as this god is responsible for all magics, arcane and divine. What do you want to know about him?
What kind of offerings does he like? She like? It's like, I don't know, do they have a pronoun?
Usually they are denoted in our chronologies as male or female to help identify, but depending on which scholar you ask, they can assume any form they wish. But a good offering to Irtis could be if you happen to have a quarterstaff on you, you could offer a quarterstaff. It's his favorite weapon. If not that, you could cast a spell in his honor. Anything belonging to air or sky magic, anything like that. Night magic, any similar type of spells like that affect the stars. If you have any air spells. If not, any general magic spell that you think is worth. Maybe something relevant to what you want. If you have any protection spells, maybe cast it in his name on yourself before you go and beseech him to protect you. Anything like that.
Okay, I guess that's a thought.
You said Zavras was the fate, right?
Yes.
Also worshipped by the queen.
I'll just kind of be like, okay, well, then is it okay for me to give tribute tomorrow? Do I need to do it here?
Whenever you wish to gain the god's blessing is when you can give the offering.
Alright.
He kind of looks you guys over. You do look like you may have... I don't usually recommend this, as it is a little... You made comments about gold offerings before, but if you have gold to spend, there is an expensive spell that you can beseech one of our higher clerics to cast on your behalf that can actually directly commune with the gods themselves, if it is something that you're worried about that much.
How much does that cost?
Yeah.
Let me think. If you would like this spell to be cast in your favor, you'd have to gather some holy water and incense worth about 500 gold. You could buy the incense in town, or if you have a specific type of incense, a rare incense, may even work better depending on the god you're beseeching. And it returns answers of yes or no. So you could ask, will I be harmed? Will I lose limb? And you could get answers to such questions.
Yeah, spend half the money we're gonna make to get one question answered.
Well, call it an insurance policy. Like I said, boring, but safe.
I'll take my gamble. If I'm gonna have to lose an arm, I'd rather it be exciting and a mystery, I
Right.
guess.
Unexpected.
If you lose an arm, will you still be able to cast
Unexpected.
spells?
I have no fucking idea. I guess I'll find out.
Oh my god, I would not risk such a thing, but if that is what you
I
wish.
might. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Are you alright? Do you need help?
I kind of think I always need help. I think that's just my norm.
We offer classes here on Sundays.
The
Yes,
fuck?
if you...
No, ew, God,
Like
no.
a Sunday school?
Yes!
Ugh.
We teach about the gods, and we can
Ugh.
learn about being good.
What?
That's
I
a
don't
matter
know.
of perspective, sir.
Why is this a thing? Do people
Some-
actually do this?
Yes, many people
I
like,
enjoy
like
learning
you are.
about the gods.
Yeah, many people like you are lost and don't know what they're doing.
I'm not lost, okay?
sound
I am
kinda lost.
perfectly fine the way I am. She's just over here like, God's this, God's that. So I decided I'd follow suit and see if someone talks to me.
Oh, the gods rarely speak to individuals unless you are highly devout. I've heard tales of once adventurers gain high strength, the gods pay attention to them. But they don't talk to just anyone, unless you beseech them with a spell.
Not everybody has a private dwarfen tutor that can tell you about all the gods.
Private dwarf what?
It's a story I heard about a long time ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, are we done here? This...
Yes.
I don't want to
will-
hear more about Sunday school. This sounds...
I will ask the cleric his name.
Yes. It is a rare thing. Not many adventurers ask my name. They just kind of come in, get their information, and kind of go on their way. My name is Pontus.
It was nice to meet you, Pontus. Thank you for explaining things to my friend here.
Yeah,
No problem.
thanks.
And yeah, I will turn to leave.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll pray for you.
As we're leaving, I'll turn towards the statue of Savras and just wonder what kind of fate has she left for me.
Guess we'll find out.
Well, what are we doing for the rest of the day? Are we just chilling until...
We could drink.
Yeah, getting drunk the day before we're magically messed with sounds great.
Well, what do you do for fun, Tay?
I mean...
You'd have to be sleeping for it to be fun.
Oh.
True! That is fun. Yeah, one of you go to sleep. Let me do some of my own magical tests.
Is there a practical joke shop in Geffen?
Oh yeah, of course. You want to go there?
Yeah, let's check it out. Why not?
Is everyone going there?
I'll go.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. Are you looking for like one of the coolest ones you can find, or are you just going to the first one you find, kind of thing?
I guess maybe the coolest.
You come across a very interesting storefront as I open up my notes. So yeah, it's a very fancy-looking storefront. It looks like the building is like 3 or 4 stories tall. It's made out of wood, and it has like this like wacky kind of architecture. It looks like it's clearly not like stable, but it looks like magic's probably holding it all together. It's like slanted in one way, mixed in the other, and across the entrance is called Dalek's Emporium.
Dalek's Emporium.
Well, this looks interesting.
Yeah, Dalek is one of the mischievous gods.
Why didn't the cleric tell me about this god?
You want to pray to him for your safety in your limb-losing experiment?
Hell yeah.
Are
Dalek's
y'all...
kind of the opposite of Arfin, so yeah. I'll go in.
Are you all going in?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, as you guys walk in, you'll notice that there is quite a few people in here. Everyone's shopping on different floors. There are things buzzing around. It's almost as chaotic as that guy's room, but even a little bit less chaotic than that. But yeah, as you walk in, you'll notice there's all these, like, I don't want to say corpses, but there's like these like bodies laid out on the floor that are clearly like fake. They're like mannequins or whatever. But as you guys like cross the threshold and step in, you're kind of like looking around. All these corpses, all of a sudden, they like lunge for your feet and try to like trip you as you guys walk in. What's your guys' CMD?
13.
12.
18.
Ooh. What's Crin's CMD?
I'm looking for it. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
It's on the combat tab.
20.
Ooh. So Killian and Crin easily avoid these grasping hands. You kind of just lift your feet up and like, ugh, and like walk away. But Tay and Alice, you kind of like grasp your ankles and you're kind of pulled and you kind of just like trip. And you hear some laughter. Some people in the shop kind of look over. They hear you stumble and they point and laugh at you, and then they go back to doing their own thing. And then these grasping hands kind of let you go, and then they kind of slink back to the threshold of the door, waiting for more people to walk in.
Do they fall?
Alice and Tay do. They trip and fall.
I attack the mannequin.
Oh my gosh.
Do you actually? Alright, give me an attack roll. I can pull your tokens out if that's easier. Just pull your tokens out.
I did, or I missed it totally.
Yeah, you swipe with the natural one, and it goes wide. You just like swing and like smack into the wall and kind of pull your scythe out. And by the time you pull it out, these things have like slinked back to the edge of the door. And you'll hear one of these, clearly one of the shopkeepers says, "Hey! No weapons in here! What are you doing? Can't take a joke?"
It attacked my friend. Look at them, they're on the ground.
Yeah, they deserved it if they fell for such a puny trick. You break that mannequin, you're buying it. I'm keeping an eye on you. And he kind of goes back to doing his thing.
I'll look at Corinne while I'm still kind of laughing, like, this is supposed to be a trick shop, so this is probably going to happen more.
It was just instinct.
I understand, but I don't think we want to pay for inanimate objects.
No.
Do Alice and Tay, do you guys get up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're like getting yourself up, these two little kids run up to you. Tay, they run up to you, Tay, and they kind of try to start helping you. They say, "Oh, ma'am, do you need help getting up?" And you can give me perception checks.
Oh, these little bitches trying to steal from me. What the fuck?
Jesus. Maybe they're just trying to touch my butt.
God damn it. I'm probably like, "You children, don't touch me."
Yeah, based on how Tay looks, does she even look like they want to touch her?
Oh yeah, they want to touch her.
Jesus.
But yeah, if you're like, don't touch me, they'll kind of back up. But unfortunately, none of you noticed.
God damn it.
Yoink! Stole something from your character sheet.
What did you do?
None of you notice. But they say, "Oh, you're a mean lady. I'm glad you fell." And they kind of, and they stick their tongue out and then they run outside.
What did they take?
I don't know. You didn't notice. Metagaming.
Damn it. God damn it.
Your coin pouch feels a little lighter as you
Does
peruse the
it?
store. Yes.
Well, they didn't hit my platinum.
That's all you care about.
Fucking bitches. I'm gonna stalk them.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna
You don't
stalk
know.
them
You don't
and
know they
watch
stole
them.
from you.
These fucking kids are trying to touch me. Any logical person knows little children come swarming you trying to do something. They're trying to fucking steal from you. Goddamn
you wanna-
gypsies.
Do you want to follow them?
Wow!
Yes, I'm following them.
All right, you peek your head out, making me a perception check to try and. They're like running away, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, they're
follow
like running out the
the
my
door.
God.
Yeah. You're gonna go chase them. Yeah, you can. You as you stick your head out, you see them. They're beelining it for like one of the alleyways. You're gonna have to follow them if you want to follow.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna follow them.
All right, what's your speed? You're 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right, you are faster than a little child. Give me one more perception check as they turn a corner, and then you can catch up to them. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, you keep up with them, and then they kind of hit they kind of hit an alleyway that is a dead end. You kind of like have them cornered. And what are you gonna do with these kids? They go, oh,
What'd you do?
nothing.
I don't trust children. What'd you do? Don't lie to me.
We didn't do anything. Help! Help! Scary lady! Scary ladies! After us!
Oh my god. I'm looking at my spell list. I'm gonna cast a mage hand and start pilfering through their pockets.
Ah! Oh, you're just pulling stuff out of their pockets?
Yeah, I just mage hand pilfering through their pockets.
Yeah, they like try to resist, but the hand can like take stuff out and hold it above their heads, and you just pull out. They each have like these little brown pouches that your mage hand now has, holding above them.
What did you do? Tell me, and maybe I'll give you some of this back.
We didn't do anything. We swear.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Tell me.
We didn't do anything. They just start crying.
Oh my god. Are y'all really gonna stand there and fake cry?
They start like wailing. Some people are like starting to turn into the alley to hear what's going on.
You guys are ridiculous. I just let the mage hand drop it and I'll go back.
Yeah, as it drops, you'll just see it like opens up and all these coins like pull out, and they like scurry to put them back in their pouch.
Careful who you steal from next time. As I'm about to turn the corner, I'll turn around and just like hiss at them.
They grab their stuff and run in the opposite direction from you.
Damn children.
Well, back inside the shop, what are you guys doing?
Killian's looking for a way to get back at Tay, no doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of like pre-made practical jokes, pranks. I don't know what you're looking for, but there's like all manners of things. There's actually traps being sold here, like actual like deadly traps you can buy. There's some like
Actual deadly traps.
Yeah, there's ones that are like meant to like trap and maim and harm people, and there's ones that are like meant to, but like they're the same kind of one, but they're meant to, like they've been like they'll be selling like a portable pit trap or something, but instead of spikes, it'll just be like a soft ground or something, so it's meant to be like a joke, but it's still like same kind of thing. So I don't know what you're looking for. They sell an insanity chest. They tote one of those. They let you, like, there's just a sign you can read. It tells you anyone who opens this will go insane and stuff like this.
So a big boot Mexican girl. Oh, not that kind of insanity chest. Oh,
Heyo!
Heyo.
What about itching powder?
Yeah, they got itching powder if you want.
Do they have spy glasses that put the black circle around the eye?
Yep.
How much are those?
Do you want an actual functioning one that works as well, or just like a mock one?
Do they have one that's functioning that won't give me the black eye, but if I give it to somebody else, it'll give them a black eye?
Oh, so you want a magical one. They do have that, but that might be a little expensive. Yeah, so an actual, like, legit spyglass is normally 1,000 gold. If you want one that, like, does this, it'll be, like, 3,000 gold. That does, like, a black circle on command. Yeah. But if you want just a mock one that isn't a functioning spyglass, that'll be like 5 gold.
I want some random prank items.
Yeah, so
So
after
I
a few
make
minutes, you
roll
kind
and
of
find a random prank item.
yeah, you just come back in the store.
Yeah, but I turn my levitation boots on before I walk in.
Excellent. I was gonna see if you're gonna remember. So yeah, the hands kind of reach at you. You kind of just like hover over them, and yeah, all of you are back in the store. What are you looking for?
Random prank item. I don't know.
Just a random item.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you come across. You come across
I need to be right back.
Oh, okay. I'll save that for later. What? So you want your itching powder?
Yeah, I was thinking itching powder and perhaps something that would turn someone's mouth green.
Sure. Itching powder is on. You can get a pound of it for 50 gold, and it's like magical itching powder. So if
A pound of itching powder? Jesus.
yeah, you can get smaller quantities for fractions of that.
Yeah,
Do you want a whole pound, or do you want?
I don't
less?
want to. I don't want a whole pound.
How much do you want?
Is there an amount I can get for like 5 gold? Like I guess a tenth of a pound or something like that.
Yeah, you can get a tenth of a pound for 5 gold.
Sweet.
So yeah, they give you the specifications. It'll last for an hour, and it needs to be someone who I don't know how to say this without like directly saying. Basically, have to be 5th level or lower, or else it won't affect them.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Sorry. Could you take a quick break? I just need to do some stuff with my kids for a minute.
Sure. Let's take a
Sure.
break here. We are Buck. Who was looking for what?
I don't know. I think I was looking for some random something.
Yeah, but Alice, did you spend 5 gold? You got your thing on your character sheet, itching powder?
Yeah, and I also was looking for something to like turn the mouth like colors like green or black or something.
Yeah, you can find like this any changing color powder kind of thing to whatever you want. You can pick. They have different colors, so you can pick. The details say it's an illusion, so they're gonna have to will save to believe it. But
Do they have a bag of dicks, but they're caltrops?
yes, they do. You want those?
Seriously, like they're just like caltrops, but they look like dicks.
Sure. Yeah. Anything
Yeah,
you can
I'll-
imagine, they'll make.
Yeah. How much are they?
How much you want?
Let me look up a bag of caltrops and see what a normal bag is.
You want them to be like functioning caltrops?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they look like dicks.
Yeah. Caltrops are normally worth 1 gold for 2 pounds. So they'll just be the same price, but they'll look like little dicks instead of little
Let's
spiky
do it.
things. Alright, you just want a normal bag? A normal bag of dicks?
Yes.
Alright. They weigh 2 pounds and take a gold off your sheet.
And how much is the color changing stuff?
How many do you want?
They'll
do. It says like one will do like one body piece. So like you want to do like lips, it's like one application will do like one area.
All right. I guess. How much would 3 of them be?
3 of them will be 3 gold, a gold apiece.
All right, I will take 3.
And Whitney, if you're not looking for anything in particular, the first thing you'll find is a magical burrito. You can find other things too, but the specific
What
one,
does the magical burrito do?
So the instructions tell you it will temporarily give you temporary hit points, but then an hour later it'll make you sickened, unless you save.
So Taco Bell.
How much is the Taco Bell?
2 gold.
Damn, that's cheap for a Taco Bell. How many temporary hit points does it give you?
1d10.
Jesus! I'll spend 2 gold on a Taco Bell burrito.
Yeah, but don't forget it'll make you sick after.
Yeah, an hour later.
Alright.
What's the DC of the save?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, you're just gonna remember?
Yeah, I have it written down.
Okay, because I'm adding it to my character sheet, so I just want... Wait, is this a one-time use, or is
Yeah.
it, like, over and over?
No, you eat it once.
Oh,
it's
it's
one
just a-
burrito.
Okay, well... I think for some reason I was envisioning a magical burrito that you just can eat
Munch.
anytime you want.
No. It's like a one-time thing.
Oh, that's not as cool. I don't want a one-time thing.
Okay. Well, they have different types of food that do the similar effect. If you want to pick a different type of food, like a hamburger or like a whatever you want.
Everlasting gobstopper.
I'm gonna go up to like the owner or someone who works there and be like, "What's the most interesting thing you carry, in your opinion? Doesn't have to be expensive or huge, just something that you really like."
Something I really like. Interesting. Let's see, what would he like? Alright, he's a simple guy. He brings you over here. He says, my tastes are a little young at heart. And he brings you to this here. He brings you to this side where it's just like these normal like campfire wood. And he says, these look like normal wood for your campfire, but you like them when it smells like farts.
Alright, how much for the fart firewood?
Well, if you want the regular ones, they're pretty cheap. 10 silver a log. But if you want the magical ones that are reusable and they can provide light as a campfire and burns as long... it burns for 2 hours and can be reused. That one will cost 50 gold.
Sold.
Excellent. We'll give you
Reusable
this.
fart log.
Yeah. As he's wrapping it up, he lets you know. I don't know if have you shopped here before?
Nope.
Well, it is my obligation to let you know that many followers of Dalek make these items for us. They donate them. So I can't guarantee exactly what it does. But I can guarantee it will burn and be like a campfire and smell like farts. But other than that, I don't know what it does. Might do something...
Sounds exciting.
Exactly.
I like it. It'll be entertaining. It'll be an adventure for all of us.
Exactly.
Don't tell any of them what I'm buying. If you see any of my friends, don't tell them what I'm getting.
I'll never dare. And he kind of wraps it up nicely in this black paper and kind of seals it with this white wax.
Hide it in my backpack.
Thanks, bud.
Good luck.
I'm trying to perceive everything everyone's buying.
Just randomly, you're trying to keep track of everyone's purchases. I guess you were pranked, so you do have like some worry. This will be versed his sleight of hand because she wanted him to be unseen. And yeah, you do not notice this purchase being made. Or I guess you can tell if something's being bought, you don't see what she bought though. By the time you look over, you just see it being wrapped up in this black paper, this cylindrical thing. You have no idea what it is. And she kind of like stuffs it in her bag. Anyone else looking for anything? Buying anything?
I'm happy with my purchases.
Excellent. Anything else you guys are doing today as you guys head out? Or you guys just gonna kill time until your experiment tomorrow?
I don't have anything specific. I've made my peace with it. I've made a prayer, and it's in Sovereigns' hands and Arfin's hands now.
After she walks away, I walk up to the shop owner.
What can I help you with?
We're standing next to the table that she ordered from.
Yep. Well, when she bought it, she had to walk over to like like where he wrapped it up and stuff. So what she bought is not in this exact area, but what can I help you with?
What did she buy?
What are you, one of her friends?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. What does that mean?
Well, you'd have to know somebody for a long time if you're friends.
So are you acquaintances?
You'd have to know something about them, right?
I've never heard someone be so evasive about answering a simple question. Are you friends or not?
I just told you I'm not friends with her.
You're not friends with her. He kind of calls over to you. Hey, this guy says he's not your friend. Is that true? So he's not your friend, or he is your friend? Oh, he is your friend. He says he's not your friend, though. Would a friend say that? That's kind of rude. I don't know, dude. You're a rude dude. I'm not telling you anything. That's kind of mean, man. She considers you your friend, and you don't consider her a friend? Looks like you guys got some issues you got to work out on.
I said, one of those types. Very well.
Yeah, you're one of those types. Apparently, you don't call your friends friends. Yikes.
You want to be my friend? I'll be your friend.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome. Look, he'll be my friend.
Very well. Enjoy your friend. I'll turn around and just start wandering the store again.
So everyone's bought something but you, Killian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, one of the shopkeepers will kind of walk up to you. But clearly someone who works here. He's wearing like a black apron. Kind of walks up. Can I help you, sir? Seem to be perusing for a while. Looking for something?
I'm just trying to find something useful.
I mean, there's what are you looking for? I can help you. What are you looking for?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I'm just looking at the different items you have here.
Well, if you need anything, let me know. And he'll back off and let you window shop. It seems like the rest of your party, though, has gotten their things and are waiting at the door for you, or they can leave. Or whatever you guys want.
I will go over to Killian and say, do you need me to, like, talk to them for you and help you find, like, what you're looking for?
No, I don't see anything of interest. We can go.
You don't want fake poop or dribble glass, or
No.
what about a flask that when you put in like whiskey, it like shows a naughty girl on the outside?
I mean, I can just pay for those services if I want a naughty girl.
I'll lean over to Kryn and I'll say, he said he doesn't like women.
True.
It's
I think
true.
he doesn't like
I
anyone.
did say that.
Okay, well it's got a naughty guy. Like maybe the flask when you put like whiskey or whatever you want to drink in it like you see a wiener.
I have no desire to see another man's wiener.
You're not into animals, are you?
I'll look suddenly alarmed by that.
I'll just dead face look at Tay and be like, maybe I'm into you.
Gross. Please no, okay, bro? Like,
That was a joke. We're in a joke shop.
So wait, you want a whiskey glass that when you put whiskey in it, it looks like Tay?
That would be a good joke, apparently.
Are we done here?
We'd probably sober him up real fast if we did that.
He would just take a drink. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Like, oh, no, empty it out, no! No whiskey for me, only water.
I didn't want to
Alright.
see your boobs. Jesus Christ!
I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, as you go for the door, the clerk that you were just talking to kind of like goes in your way and says, "You're leaving without buying anything?"
I found nothing humorous here.
Oh, well, of course you can leave, but I must warn you, Dalek tends to curse those who do not buy anything when they come in here.
He's
Not
already
even the
cursed me.
fake-
She's in
Not
the
even the
party
fake-
after all.
Not even the fake poop with corn in it.
Huh?
Like, do you have like a fake poop bomb? Like, if you
Oh.
throw it, it like
Yes.
goes.
We
and
even
then
have a
it,
functional one that adventurers use it. It's like poop, but then it actually has a chance to entangle them.
Ooh, how much is
Poop
that?
tangle.
Yes. Let me check for you.
A
you
poop
want some
tangle bag.
Poop tangle, Killian. Get some poop tangle.
It costs 50 gold, which is the same price as a Tanglefoot bag, if you've ever heard of those. So
How
exact
much
same
do they
thing.
weigh?
They weigh 4 pounds.
And does it have corn in it?
We can add it if that's what you want. But yes, they function exactly like Tanglefoot bags, same price as them, but they look like poop, smell like poop. And we can add your corn if you want. Does that
Is the
interest you?
corn important?
Not to us, but it sounds like it might be to your friend here.
For realism, yeah.
Yes, that actually would be a brilliant joke. You could be seen eating a corn of the cob earlier in the day. And then... Or as you're fighting, you can be eating a corn and then you throw the bag. That would sell the joke. You're brilliant. You want a job here? You sound like you could be a chief designer of pranks and jokes.
What do you think, Killian? You buying something?
No, I'm good.
You want to risk the wrath of Dalek?
As I said a moment ago, he's already cursed me. She's in our party.
Oh,
Woo!
my word.
I mean...
I'll take 4 of those bags if,
Oh,
you know.
Or,
nobody else can buy
holy
'em.
shit!
excellent. I'll give you a discount if you're buying so many. And hopefully it'll remove the curse on your friend since you've been so generous. You can give me 100 gold. And I'll give you 4 bags.
I'll just mutter to myself, paying 100 gold for shit. Wow.
Yeah, literally.
The joke really is on us, isn't it, Dalek? And I'll just
I
leave.
mean, think of how demoralizing that would be to our enemies.
1 sec.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, anything else being bought or...
Just think of how demoralizing this will be to our enemies.
I'm not sure I want to be around either.
Obviously, this isn't your sort of thing, Killian. You can leave.
Yeah, they prepare
I'm
the
saying
bags.
if he's casting that during battle.
I don't cast it, I throw it.
Rolls my eyes.
Yeah,
Cranky pants being a cranky pants.
they add in little cornflakes in. And prepare the bags and give you your 4 bags. As long as you deduct 100 gold from your sheet, you get 4 poop tanglefoot bags.
Sometimes we just have to embrace the spirit of Dalek within us all.
I mean, Dalek seems fucking cool. I don't know why more people don't worship Dalek.
Yes, I wonder.
You should talk to Dahl about that.
Yes, Dal, the Dalek worshipping cleric. How interesting.
But yeah, after that, I will watch my feet as I try to leave the store.
Yeah, they don't seem to grab people leaving, only entering.
Oh, okay.
Anything else you guys wanted to do today?
I want to have a heart-to-heart with Killian. Like, why are you so angry?
What?
Yep.
Why do you think I'm angry?
You just seemed very, I don't know, down on those guys, and they were just having a little bit of fun.
How was I down? I simply did not find anything to purchase. Why would I just throw my money away?
I mean, it seemed to me like you were like upset at them. Maybe you weren't, but that's how it seemed to me.
I simply asked a question. They counter-questioned me, and then they blasted me out loud when I asked him a question again. So there was nothing to be said after that. And then he asked if I was trying to find something. He did try to help me. I said, no, I'm not sure what I want. I saw nothing rude about that interaction.
Do you not like practical jokes, Killian?
I suppose they serve their purpose, but I don't find the humor in it.
That's too bad. Do you like them more when you're drinking?
I don't know. I don't remember much after drinking. I will say, you are quite different from your brother. I don't think he would purchase such things.
I wish I could have gotten my hands on these things when he and my sister lived at home. My Fae friends always told me about the wonderful jokes I could play on them. I just never really had the tools to do so.
Tay says we should be wary of Fae.
Maybe because they rhyme? Tay, Fae.
Just that one specific Fae, okay? Like, they're known to be liars. I'm just not cool with people who lie about what, like, they're gonna do. Like, at least be upfront about it.
Just don't make them your bae, okay?
Hey, Fae! Oh my god, we're the Tay Fae Bae!
Right.
K. You should have said K. That would have been... See, that's humor right there.
Yeah, there you go.
K.
K.
Yet again, it goes over me.
Tay Tay! You can just call me Tay Taylicious.
How about no?
Your loss.
Oh, wow. She literally offered, like, hey, call me this, and you're like, no.
Her name is Tay, so she's Tay.
Technically, my name is Tay Savea, but all y'all can't say Tay Savea, so you just call me Tay.
But you said we could call you Tay. If you prefer, I can call you Tay Savea.
Do whatever you want.
Just don't call her Tay Saliva. That's...
Yes, but by the time we finish pronouncing her full name, then, you know, the enemies will already have overrun us. Tay is very quick, succinct, and we can just say, hey, Tay, can you cast a spell? And she goes, pew, pew, pew.
We can go...
True.
We could go, hey, bae, and point, and then she polymorphs him into a baby.
Tay Bay Fae. I polymorph it
Baby
into a
Fae?
Fae. Yeah.
Or polymorph it into a buffet. That's even better.
Oh, yum.
Maybe I should have prayed a Forno.
You like death?
So edgy.
Look at me.
They're taking me away.
I'm the edgelord of the party. I don't like Franks.
What the fuck's the edgelord?
Watch me cut myself with this butter knife.
Oh no, guys! I woke up and I peed myself.
On purpose. I meant to do that.
Yeah, on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
I think that joke chop got to us all. Ooh, except for one of us, but you know.
Oh, it'll get to him later. Trust me.
Yeah, Killian just wanders off by himself towards the gardens.
No.
Whew.
Alice, you know, has a moderate amount to drink, and then she'll turn in for the night.
Anything at the gardens you're doing specifically, or are you just lingering about, or...
Yep, going straight to Dalek's altar.
Okay. What are you doing?
Oh, shit.
I'll look for one of the clerics as I'm headed there.
Yeah, it's a little bit later in the day, but there's one or two acolytes hanging around. It's not the same one you spoke to earlier in the day, but there's one here. He looks to be elvish. He says, "How may I service you, sir?"
I would like to know how to, per se, ask something of Dalek, but be in his favor.
Gaining the favor of one of the mischievous gods. Not the easiest thing. May I ask what you're asking his favor for? May help guide my answer to you.
Well, you see, it seems like unfortunate events befall me all the time, and I would just like to see or seek his help in, we'll call it a bit of revenge.
You seek to reverse the misfortune you've been experiencing and cast it on upon another.
No, I'm perfectly fine taking it. I'm more than capable. I've had my fair share of banter towards me. But what I would seek is any misfortune that befalls me to then equal misfortune befall them.
Dalek is a tricky one to beseech such a thing. You may have better luck with Arfin, asking for a fair deal. So if you are beseeched with a Dalek misfortune, perhaps the fairest thing is that who gave it to you would receive it as well.
You may have a point.
Also, Arfin is Dalek's natural opposing force in the world. So it sounds like to me perhaps you'd have better luck beseeching the god of fair trade and fair deals.
You are wise. Very well.
Thank
How
you.
may I gain this fortune from her?
Arfin deals in the fairest of deals. If you wish to gain his favor, I've heard of individuals going out and performing an act of fairness. Perhaps it's the next deal that comes across your path. You ensure both parties leave with a fair outcome. There's another route. He's also the god of travel and liberation. Perhaps if you seem like a stout adventurer, if you come across a captured person and you liberate them in the name of Arfin, that would definitely gain his favor. If you help those in need to travel safely and you do this in Arfin's name, this again would be something he definitely would look kindly upon. He's also the god that deals with construction or crafting things. I don't know if you construct anything, but those would be my best guesses. Best ways if you really want to gain his favor. Otherwise, there's always a tribute at his altar, some donation to his cause directly, a simple prayer in his name. These sort of things can catch his glance, but the god, in my experience, the gods always favor practical means. Like I said, if you were to guard a convoy, liberate a prisoner, that sort of thing would definitely have more of a chance to gain his eye.
I believe that those are things that will naturally come along, but perhaps, is there any type of donation I may offer to are there any resources towards, say, children that have been orphaned simply because they don't seem to fit in the family. I know it's oddly specific, but
We typically do charity work with the Orphans of Geffen. If you give a donation, I can make sure it specifically goes toward that cause, if that's something you're interested in. And to flavor it in the name of Orphan, we can ensure that, well, depending on your donation, that maybe a specific orphan or orphans in general are getting a fair deal, a fair time of it.
yes, I would like to give them a fair chance at life.
Excellent. How much were you looking to donate?
What would be a meaningful donation that I may offer?
Any coin is appreciated, but if you wanted to make a significant difference in a specific individual that you kind of listed there, that criteria, I think 20 gold would make a significant improvement in any orphan's life.
I'm gonna pull out 100 GP and just put it in his hand. Let's start with
Oh.
that.
This is too much. You could practically adopt an orphan with this. Are you sure?
Then just spread it to multiples.
Of course, I will offer prayers to Orphan in your name for this. This is much appreciated. Thank you.
I will start there, and anytime I visit, I may leave more. But I would like that to be put to good use.
Excellent. This amount of donation in the name of a specific god. Would you like a token of Orphan to carry with you? A memento? It's not a holy symbol. Well, it is a bit of a holy symbol. We bless them, but you wouldn't be able to cast divine spells through it. But if you're willing to give this much patronage in his name, I just assumed you don't have to take it. It's up to you.
I simply just want fairness.
Fair
I too
enough.
can find the humor in that.
Indeed. All right, thank you. What is your name?
Killian, but please keep my
Killian.
donations anonymous.
Of course. Thank you. And kind of gives you a deep bow.
I'll bow back and turn around and bow towards Harkin's statue and then leave.
Excellent. Anyone else up to anything this evening as you drink away in the taverns? Take that as a no.
I'm not up to anything specifically this evening.
I'll pay for whatever we're drinking. That help.
Yeah, I'm just going to charge you guys like a monthly fee to cover all your inn and bar tabs.
Okay. What's that? How much is it?
Well, we'll do that at the end of the month, which is soon, but
Oh, okay.
we'll just roll it into that. I'll just charge you guys like a certain amount, but so you don't have to worry about like the golds and silvers for buying drinks. But yeah, you can make sure you guys drink heartily and have a good time. And
Might be our last night with 2 limbs.
yeah, you guys have a good time and awake in the morning. Do you head straight to your magical friend?
I have a good breakfast and some coffee, Do some push-ups with my arms, some squats with my legs, and wiggle all my fingers and toes and enjoy having all of my limbs.
Alright, whenever you guys are ready, you can head to the dorm room and get to
I
experiment
think before
on.
Tay leaves, she's gonna be like, all right, well, I don't know much about this prayer shit, but she's gonna cast mage armor on herself and try to give some weird prayer to Ertas. And then also, for entertainment's sake, she's gonna say, and if it's not in my favor, to have my body be fine today. I mean, I guess we'll say a literal prayer to Dalek too, and say if something goes bad, at least make it entertaining. And as a like tribute to him, she's gonna take her log she just bought and do a test run on it, but she's gonna like hide it in the inn's fire and light it so that it just blends in. But then we'll make the whole inn smell like farts for the day or for 2 hours.
Yeah, everyone eventually, like after a few minutes, start going, oh, they start looking at each other who farted, and eventually people are like clearing out of the inn because it just smells like farts. And the innkeeper is like sweating. He's like, oh my business! What's happening? Why does it smell like this? And he's just like looking for what's drawing the smell, but it's like impossible to find because you put it in the fireplace.
Oh god, alright guys, let's go.
Roll me a D100. Okay. Alright, everyone heading there? Or?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, you guys meet up with Eos. He welcomes you in. He says, oh, you actually showed up! Excellent. And he motions to the table in front of you as you guys come in. And there is a bag of 100 platinum each for each of you. So you guys can grab your bags of platinum.
With our hands while we still have them.
So yeah, each of you can add 100 platinum to your sheets. And he will begin. So you're going to be here all day. He needs you here all day for his research. And I need all of you to roll me a D100. Ooh, nice. Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if high rolls or low rolls are good. I guess I'm right in the middle, so hopefully nothing bad. Oh god. Fucking high rolls. I hope that's good for his progress.
That's very good. Teva, say, roll me another D100. You want to roll low.
Oh, rip.
Oh. What did you get?
I guess we can't assist on that or anything?
No.
80.
Oh, this could have been a lot worse. You struggle to remember everything about the day. You're going to have a -4 penalty for any checks that require recalling information, knowledge checks. And you may forget messages. They get lost easily to send. And this will last for roll me a D6. Just one day. So for one day, you're going to have a -4 at all your knowledge checks, and you have like short-term memory loss problems. But everything else is fine. You guys pop out of the room. You guys are fine. And you got your payment. He says, after the day, will you guys be coming back tomorrow?
Maybe.
Well, your forms are good for a week, so if you come back, it'll be another 1,000 gold for each of you.
Did anything happen to any of us other than Tay?
Nope. Well, I can describe what the whole day was about. So your limbs would have been growing and then like slopping to the floor and then shrinking back, and no permanent damage to any of you. You guys were fine. You just had like arms growing and things happening to you, but then like they would shrink back and then weird things like that. But
These were all uncontrolled things, though.
yeah, like he would cast a spell and then like 5 minutes later your arm would like burst out to be like a giant's hand, and then it would come back after like a minute, and then he would note down what happened, and it's stuff like that. So like he'd do a little magic, then like 5 to 10 minutes of observation, and like things would happen to you. One time one of your ears like just like weighs you down on the floor as it grows big, like an elephant ear, and then he notes that down, and then stuff like that happens throughout the day. But only Tay has like this lasting. She comes out, her head hurts, and she like forgets things easily when you're talking to her.
Oh, so these are definitely inconveniences. We can't really go out and adventure.
I mean, hers isn't super bad. She might have a hard time identifying things, but...
Well, based on the side effects that the rest of us are going through.
Well, no, you have no side effects. You're all fine as you come out of
Oh,
it. These are just things that were happening throughout the day. But as the day's over, you're all intact and fine.
but that's what I mean. You're saying these are uncontrolled growths and shrinkages, so it's like you can't really.
No, it was only during those like 3-4 minutes after he cast the spell on you. Then they stop
Oh,
happening.
okay.
I think Alice may actually decide to come back tomorrow.
Alright, what about the rest of you? What are your plans for the next day?
I'm gonna go retrieve my log and giggle.
Well,
Do you remember your
yeah,
log?
do you remember it there? So
Oh, I don't know.
you can give me an in check.
Oh my god.
You forgot where it is. You remember you have it, you just don't remember where you put it. You know it's somewhere in the inn. It's smelling like farts every once in a while, and you just have no idea where it is.
Guess I'm just gonna go sleep it off for a day.
I'm gonna go look for some new armor, maybe. Since I have a little bit of scratch.
Okay.
Or maybe a new scythe.
Yeah, you guys can shop for upgrades if you want.
Who knows, maybe even a chain whip or something.
Yeah, any of those can be found in the city.
I guess they wouldn't have like a tatami do, would they? Armor?
Is that like an Eastern armor?
Yeah, I would think so.
Let me just take a quick look at it. This is one of the major cities in the country, so they would likely have it, but let me just double check it. Tamido, it's worth 1,000 gold. Interesting. What is this? It is worn by samurai. They definitely have this, because this looks like a Tian Sha kind of thing, and there's an influx of Tian Sha people here due to past campaign things, so yeah, you can definitely buy this gear.
And do I need to be proficient in it, or does it just need to be heavy armor?
You just have to have a heavy armor proficiency.
And that is way better than what I have, from what I'm seeing.
It is quite heavy, though. It weighs 45 pounds. I'm not sure if that's an issue for you at all, but... Anything else anyone else wants to do before the next day?
Add a character. Wait, what armor should I be going for?
I think you have medium armor proficiency, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm just trying to remember. I have to look at them to see. I think I was using, like... I would go for... I mean, how much dex do you have?
I'm at 12 right now.
Okay, so 1 modifier. So if you don't plan to up your dex, really, I would go for, like, a chainmail, probably. Potentially mithril, or... breastplate is not bad as well. Actually has slightly higher dex bonus. It's a little bit less heavy. One of those options. It's like not like super...
Does anybody want to carry some of these Tanglefoot bags?
I probably cannot. I have like no strength, so...
I would be 5 pounds over.
How much do they weigh each?
4.
I guess I can take 1.
You get a poop bag. You get a poop bag.
Poop bag!
You said mithril chain armor?
I would actually do probably breastplate or agile breastplate because they have a little less armor check penalty. And then mithril, I think just like halves the weight of it. So if the weight isn't an issue for you, then you don't necessarily have to like aim for mithril. That's just if like carrying capacity becomes like a problem at some point. But yeah, definitely you would want masterwork to reduce the armor check penalty down a little bit. But yeah, I'd probably do breastplate or agile breastplate. Which I'm trying to remember what agile does. It's not anything crazy. It just gives you a little less armor check penalty on climb and acrobatics and jump. So
I gave them all to you by accident, so give me 3 back. Sorry.
So you said do masterwork, breastplate, agile.
yeah.
All right, I will do that.
I don't remember how to do
So
this.
just duplicate it, and then make one that has 2, and then send him, and then make the other one have 2, and then send him the 2 one.
If I wanted to sell my hide armor, how much could I get for it? I mean, it's not too it's not too expensive. It's only 15 gold.
You can get 50% back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. How much do I get for my chainmail?
You can get 50% of your value back.
I think I'm gonna purchase a mithril chain shirt.
Okay. Are you getting that? There's a specific magic armor called mithril shirt, which is a chain shirt made of mithril, but it's like specific.
Yeah. I think that's the same thing. It says it's an extremely light chain shirt,
Yeah.
but that was what I was planning on getting.
All right. Yeah.
So, John, how do I get the masterwork version?
So there should be a little tick box you can do when you look at it when you open it up on your sheet. Let me look at your sheet.
Oh, I have to put it on my sheet first.
Yeah. You put it on your sheet, and then when you open up the item, there's like a little tick box that you can click, like, make this masterwork. I believe it's in the details tab. Yeah. Looks like you've done it. Or your chain shirt is done. Your breastplate, yeah, you can, if you just right click it and then go to the details tab, if you scroll down a bit, there's just like a bunch of check boxes. You can click masterwork and make it masterwork.
The item tab, edit item.
Yeah, I can do it for you. I've done it for you. It's just masterwork.
Alright, and then get rid of this other one.
Yeah,
so I
you
get
can-
50% of value to deduct off of that.
Yeah. So yeah, you get 50 gold back for your chain shirt. Or it was masterwork.
Right.
So you paid for the. So I forgot how much masterwork. Is it 300 gold for armor or 100? I always forget. Masterwork. Masterwork. Masterwork armor costs an extra 150 gold. So you get 125 gold back for your masterwork chain shirt.
Okay.
So how do you add masterwork to an item?
So on your sheet in your inventory tab, You got it, yeah. So if you right-click it, I can do it for you if you want, but I can just explain it as well.
Yeah, can I spend 150 gold to make it masterwork?
Mm-hmm. I've made it masterwork for you.
So then the masterwork breastplate would have been 550.
Yeah, whatever it costs, you add 150 on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna update your...
There's a mithril waffle iron in the compendium.
Excellent.
Alright, costs have been upgraded.
Alright, anyone else going back for day 2 at the sorcerer's place?
I am.
Alright, pick one of your... Anyone else going?
I'm debating.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
Alright.
god, I guess we're all going.
Alrighty.
Oh my god.
Alright, everybody, give me D100s again for day 2.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, as you show up, there's actually a 5th guy there who's missing an arm. Kind of nods at you guys. And he takes his bag of 100 platinum. You all take your 100 val platinum. Killian, Tay, and Kryn. All give me another sets of D100s.
God, why does Alice get lucky every time?
I prayed.
Alright, wait.
too!
Let's just do one at a time. So Killian got a 62. So after this day, you come out with a wounded leg. Your leg is painful and you have reduced mobility. You will suffer a -4 penalty on all your acrobatics and athletics checks involving using your legs. And you cannot run at double your speed. So when you run, you can normally run 4 times as fast. You can only go do twice as fast now if you tried to run.
Yay.
Alright, next D100. 36 for Tay. Yeah, you don't notice anything different about yourself. Next D100.
The fuck?
Oh shit. Kryn. Is this bad? 87. Oh my god, you guys are so lucky. You seem like when you leave, you kind of walk out, it's still kind of bright out, and you kind of like shield your eyes from the sun as bright light seems to bother you. You'll get a -4 penalty against any fascination effects. So so the way this RP's out is you'll be distracted easily. Anything like you'll have like ADHD basically for like a little bit. Oh yeah, you guys have to all roll D6s for how long your effects last. The wounded leg is you don't have to roll for it. Just the lighthead or the ADHD and Tay. I need a D6. Oh damn, lucky. One day. $5 days. Alright. Make sure you all added your 100 platinum for another good day of experimentation. And there was one more guy, the armless guy, missing an arm. He comes out at the same time as you. You guys look at him. He doesn't look any different, but he just seems to be like clutching his one last arm, and he's just like, "Oh, it hurts." But yeah.
I think I'm over this shit. Am I coherent enough to find my log?
Yes, the effects are done after that day. You only rolled a 1, right? So yeah, you remember the log and where it is. But as you walk in the tavern, we'll say like the last night you had a few drinks, people were kind of jovial with you, but you seem like as you walk in, everyone kind of gives you like these like dirty looks. It almost like reminds you of the times where people were prejudiced at you for being a tiefling. But they like... that's the kind of vibe you get, is like they're like judging you and they seem to like dislike you, and you're like reminded of the times where you were in like lesser civilized places and they judged you for being a tiefling. But last night these people were all nice to you, but now they seem to be giving you like these dirty looks.
I think I'll be a little confused, but I'll just be like, oh, well, I knew it wouldn't last forever. Here we go. Go collect my log and probably just go someplace off by myself.
Yeah, as you're pulling the log out, this kind of tavern owner kind of rudely comes to you and says, "What are you doing, you filthy thing? You stealing from me? That's my wood. Put that back."
Okay. I'll put it back and pretend like I'm walking out. I'll just kind of wait till he leaves or isn't around.
Well, he's like the tavern owner, so he goes back behind the bar and just starts like cleaning a glass.
He like never has to go into a back room or...
Eventually, yeah, he will step away.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until he steps
Sure.
away and then go get my log and then fucking just get out of there.
Sure.
Fuck you, buddy.
You'll get a lot of dirty looks as you do so. You'll even hear someone say like, "Typical tiefling," or something like that. You'll hear some like racist remark.
I'll look at him and say, I'm like, why the change, bud?
What do you mean? Look at her, filthy thing.
I mean, last night you were...
Yeah,
having
and
a good
Killian, even when you look at her, you have like some stronger distaste to her. Like even you were kind of like disgusted, kind of looking at her.
Can I will at that?
Let's see. Oh yeah, you can. You can make a will save to try and overcome this. Should be able to use that. Oh. Yeah, no, you try to, you feel like you look at her and you're trying to remember that she's your good friend, or apparently she's not your friend, but whatever. You're a companion, but you kind of like, you resign to like being like, yeah, this guy's kind of right. She's kind of gross and whatever. And...
Can I sense motive this at all?
You don't need to. You kind of know like this feeling you're having is not normal. Like you feel like you'll think that, and you're like, why did I think that? That's so mean. Why did I? But she is kind of gross.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, is this a direct effect as to what I was
Yeah, it doesn't take a genius. You can kind of think like maybe some of that magic experimentation is making you think like this about her. But other than that, that's all you can kind of...
Do I think that that's the magic experimentation, or the prayer I was making?
Maybe. You're not too sure. Could be that as well. Maybe she tried to play a prank on you and she's getting punished for it. And this goes for the rest of you. You'll need to make a will save, or else whenever you run into Tay, you'll like have some negative thoughts about her, and you'll give her like as much as you try not to, you'll give her like dirty looks unless you make a will save to. No, Alice, you have these bad thoughts, and you kind of can't help it. Yeah, all of you are just giving her the dirty eyes.
So only when we look at her?
Yeah, when you look at her, you'll like these thoughts come to your head like, ugh, she's so gross. Like, ugh, I don't want to talk to her. Like these thoughts will, and then you kind of like look away, and then you're like, oh, why did I say that? That was so mean. I shouldn't say that, or I shouldn't think that. But and these like things will, because you failed your will save, they'll be obvious on your face when you look at her. You don't have to directly like say anything, but you will like take and clearly see, no check needed, that you guys are like giving like weird faces to her and stuff when you.
Yeah, I mean, once like the whole party does it, she's just dipping out for the rest of the day, and we'll probably just like be off somewhere secluded.
So who wants to go back? Day 3?
I kind of want to try my luck.
I will tell you
You've
out of
been the
character
only one
because
to not-
because you guys have gone twice. There is actually chances you lose limbs. So just so you know, there is
Okay.
you're rolling on it. So just so you know. And I'm not
What
gonna.
were you gonna say?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you are the one person that's had no effect so far. But I feel like that could backlash on you, and then when you do get an effect, you get like the worst one.
Right.
I
A moose
honestly
head
think-
and a poop body or something.
Honestly, I feel like she would not want to do this, but based on how we all treated you, she would probably not like that to happen again.
Well, this only happened to Tay, so Alice was the one considering going, but she's had no effects. So.
Right, but my point is, we all treated Tay like she was the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, so maybe that dissuades you. But again, you don't know why. I mean, possibly it's from the magic, but.
I mean, Tay is not going back. Yeah, she probably won't even be like seen again for like a good 24, 36 hours.
I mean, doesn't this effect last for 5 days though?
Unknowing to her, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but like just when everyone starts acting this way, it's gonna like trigger old feelings in her. She's probably gonna dip out for a while, not be around anyone. She'll eventually come back, probably before 5 days is up, and then obviously it'll still be happening. And
Well, they could pass their save next interaction.
True. Yeah, they might.
I would say, actually, if Tay runs off, Alice would actually be concerned for her since she's not looking at her directly. So probably instead of going back, Alice would say, you know, I really feel bad about how we treated Tay. I feel like we need to go look for her.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say, and you beat me to it. So let's go.
All right. Are you in, Killian?
Of course. She didn't deserve that.
Alright, where is Tay hiding? Or where'd you go?
I don't know, because I assume I would leave. I would run into lots of people. They'd all be giving me dirty looks, so I'd just be hightailing it to like found the first just very secluded area I could find where there aren't people, and I don't know off the top of my head where that would be.
So you could end up in the secret, or not the secret, but the gardens, the holy gardens. There's very few people there, and people with goodwill saves, so they're likely not to treat you that way. Or you could literally leave the city and head into the wilderness. I don't know which you would prefer or go to.
I feel like she's not that comfortable with the gods, so she probably wouldn't feel that comfortable in the garden. So she'd probably just go and end up in like the wilderness, like not very deep, because she obviously knows it can get sketchy, and she's like not super great by herself. But
Sure.
but yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little forest near the city that's not dangerous, and you can be in there. And the rest of the party, you all can give me diplomacy checks, trying to ask around to see who's seen her, see if you can try and find her, track her down. Or if anyone has good survival, you can roll that to track her. Ooh, very nice. Alice, you run into the first person who's like, oh yeah, that gross thing I saw running around. Yeah, she left out the gates about an hour ago, probably headed out to the woods to do who knows what. And then, yeah, once you guys head into the woods, Killian can kind of take over and you can make good tracking of her. And within like a few hours, you can eventually find where she is. You don't have to like be exactly where she is yet, but you can just, Killian kind of point out this, he finds her tracks and say, if we follow these tracks, in 5 minutes we'll reach her. So it's up to you guys if you want to follow them and find her. Clearly, from all this that you've gone through, she's clearly seems to want to be away from people. So I don't know if you guys want to keep following her tracks to her, or give her like advance notice you're coming, kind of call out to her at this point, or
Um,
And this is hard to say. Like, is there any way we could have figured that this was a effect from the experiment at all?
You could assume that
I would think so.
Yeah, like it's kind of obvious, like something weird's going on. You just went through a magical experimentation. You notice.
I mean, we look at her and we're like, "Oh, she's gross," and we've never thought that before. And then when we're not looking at her, we're like, "We have to go find Tay." Like, we didn't mean none of that, so we know something's going on that's against our. I would think.
Yeah, no.
So,
for sure.
I think what I would do is I would call out for Tay and just tell her that we're very sorry. Don't know why we said what we said, but we don't want to bother her if she wants to be alone, and kind of leave it up to her whether or not she will come see
to
us.
you guys. Yeah.
We think it's the experiments because we never thought like this about you before, and we don't think like that now until we look at you.
But yeah, Tay, through the forest, you can hear these shouts. You can hear everything. No check needed.
We love you! Just not when we look right at your face right now.
Jesus.
Please come back. We love you.
What does Tay do? She go to her friends, or she keep to herself?
I feel like if it's only been like a few hours since she initially like took off, she probably just keeps to herself for now.
I feel like this would be the next day, only because, you know.
You guys could have immediately went looking for no response, and you could try again the next day, and same thing.
I guess we would have shouted that we're leaving her some rations in case she didn't have food on her, just so she could eat.
And some wine. We'll run back and get some wine for her and some food.
Alright, day 2. You guys do the same thing. You bring some food and wine. Does Tay respond to the calls, or...
I'm looking at a couple things, trying to decide what she would do.
Cast lightning bolt at them.
I think she would respond back, but she probably like wouldn't like come see everyone, but she'd just be like, tell them like, come find me when like you've decided on something, like a new like mission or whatever to go do.
Was there any, between these days, have there been any new requests on the board?
No, remains the same.
I will talk to Killian and Kryn and say, you know, I worry about her being out there all by herself in those woods. Maybe we should like make camp like nearby, at least.
I was just going to say we can make her a shelter for herself, and then we can make one. And does that work?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
That's a good question. Are you sleeping out here, Tay, or do you go back in the city at night?
I probably sleep out here, but I probably try to like climb up a tree or something.
Do you have any spells to assist you, or are you good at making a sleeping shelter in a branch? You may fall over in your sleep.
We'll come out there and
Look,
offer it to her.
Killian would honestly feel bad about how he treated her. It's not in his nature to just be mean to people.
Sing.
So I would make sure that her tent or whatever it is we built for her was extremely comfortable for her, as much as.
Well, I mean, she doesn't want to see you guys, so
comfortable.
you guys can't walk up to her campsite and do shit for her.
No, but we can make a
She lets
site
us.
for her if she lets us.
I don't
and
think she
it'll
would,
just
would she? She's
Probably
told you
not right now.
to, yeah. So
I'll just keep watch myself, honestly, and then...
Oh, you have the spell Keep Watch?
Yeah.
Oh, boring. Alright,
Boring.
well, the second night, when you're sleeping out here,
Well, I'm not sleeping, but...
during the night, you see these large yellow eyes kind of come out from the bushes one night. It has a noseless face with a grinning fang-filled mouth. And it's almost like a horse-like creature.
The fuck?
Let me get a good image of this thing. Ugh. Never mind, it's more like a rat thing.
Ew.
Let me get this image into the game to show you what you kind of see poking out. And you can give me, while I do that, a knowledge nature.
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
11.
Yeah, you're not sure what this is.
Yeah, because I fucking nat 1.
Let me just add this picture to the game. And then I can show you what you see.
Because it may be pertinent, that first day I was out here, like the first full day I spent out here, one of the things I would have been doing is trying to learn one of my scrolls I have.
Okay.
Which is a scroll of invisibility. So, DC is 10 plus spell level or 15 plus spell level, do you remember?
No, you have to look it up. I want to say 15, but I don't remember.
Did you find a picture of it?
I did. I am uploading it now.
Ah.
That is what Tay sees.
Ew.
Poking on
yeah,
out.
it's 15 plus spell level.
I want to pet it.
What the fuck? It's interesting. Okay, hold on, let me make this. Spellcraft, I need a 17.
Ooh, very nice.
So I get to learn invisibility.
So this creature comes out to you while you're studying your scroll. And it says, you stay out in the woods, but you don't sleep. Why are you out here, little creature?
I wanted privacy, which obviously isn't working out too well for me now.
I am the great weaver of dreams. If you take a nap, I can make you so that you have pleasant dreams and leave all these worries behind. It kind of gives you this big toothy grin as it says that.
I mean, I think I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Is it talking to me in common?
Good point. I didn't make sure it could do that. Yeah, it's talking in common.
Interesting. Okay.
Are you positive? I've heard great reviews of my wonderful dreams.
What's this thing called?
You don't know. Or she doesn't know.
I'm assuming we're not witnessing this.
No, because she didn't let you come with her. Last chance, I have things to do. Other worried creatures out here who seek solace. I will give them beautiful dreams if you don't want any.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll pass.
Very well. And it kind of like vanishes in front of you.
The fuck?
And then I need a will save. Ooh. You felt like you're under keep watch, so this is your eyes start to get like droopy, but then you kind of shake your head up.
Creepy. People think I'm gross.
Even more so with the music playing in the background.
And the rest of you, are you camping nearby?
Yeah, I think that's what we were just hoping that if something attacked her that we would be close enough to help.
Excellent. So, any of you keeping watch, or what are you guys doing?
I suppose we would be doing like a watch rotation since we don't have.
I think she's the only one that can cast that.
Alright, give me an order of watches throughout the night.
I would ask that I go first because I only have low light vision, and that way I can get a full 8 hours of sleep, hopefully. And the two of you can.
You'll do what?
He's second.
I'll take the second one.
Okay. I'll go last then.
Alright, it's on the second watch, so Charlie, I need you to make me a will save as you are keeping watch and your eyes start to doze off a bit. Ah. You kind of get so sleepy, you kind of collapse on the floor, asleep. And I need you to give me a perception check. The whole party can make me perception checks even though they're sleeping. See if you guys wake up. No. So, Kryn, you're dreaming. You're having a nice little dream. I don't know, what's a nice dream for Kryn? Is he playing with his poop bags, or what is he doing?
I don't know, fighting, I guess.
What are you fighting?
Monsters.
Any specific one, or just shapeless monsters you're dispatching and slaying?
Just whatever. Goblins, orcs, whatever.
Yeah, you're easily slaying them, having a good, nice dream. And all of a sudden, the dream starts to... Oh, you got bonuses on your perception, which are not enough. You start to have a nightmare. These goblins you're fighting, you're easily taking them down, but then all of a sudden, these goblins get bigger and stronger, and you're slaying them, and then one of them like catches your blade and like breaks it in half, and then they start like chasing you, and it starts turning into a nightmare instead of a nice dream. And I need you to roll me another will save. Ooh. Now roll me...
It's 10 if it's fear.
This is a fear effect, but that's 10's not good enough.
Yeah, no.
Roll me a d6. You take 4 con damage. And roll me a d10. You take 5 actual points of damage to your health. And you guys awake the next morning. Kryn, I believe you don't have you don't do any spell casting or anything, so you have nothing else to worry about. You just wake up being very unrestful. Mechanically, you're going to be fatigued. So you just feel very tired and...
And I took 4 con damage.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how to change that.
I can do that for you.
Okay.
Kryn, attributes, con, damage 4. And I'll give you the condition fatigued. If they have it here, I would assume they did. Yep, they do.
As I wake up, I'll realize that it's like dawn and be slightly annoyed and be like, Kryn, why didn't you wake? And then just find him on the floor, I guess.
Yeah, you see him kind of like passed out. You see this like, your new armor is kind of like very pressed into your chest, like something heavy was sitting on him. And you can shake him awake easily enough.
Kryn.
Does he look, from the actual damage, does he look damaged?
Yeah, he's taken 4 con, 5 actual damage, and he's fatigued, so he just looks like he was asleep, but he looks like he hasn't slept at all, and he looks like exhausted, and he does not look good.
What the hell happened to you?
Oh, I don't know. I've been fighting going to sleep, and then I just went right to sleep. And then felt like something was beating my chest or something.
It's probably around now that you guys hear Tay walk by, and I don't even stop to like acknowledge anyone. I just say, "Get up, let's go. There's weird shit out here." And she just keeps walking back to the city.
Yeah, you guys can give me will saves. This is like a new interaction with her to see if you guys give her dirty looks or if you guys... Ooh,
I don't stop to see them, so if there are, she's like not even taking the time to notice. She's just like, nope.
Let me double check this save, because I think 12 is close. Yeah, so only Killian gives you like kind of a dirty look and has some bad thoughts.
That was the survival check. I'm doing my will save next.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your same roll. 12 plus 7. Okay, all of you actually... you for a second had like a bad thought about her, but then you kind of shake it off and you see her as she really is, and it's your friend, and you don't give her any bad looks. But like she said, she doesn't take a moment to look at that, I guess, and heads to the city. You guys can follow her.
The survival check was to look for like any disturbances around the area. Like, did we see prints or?
Sure. Yeah, you can see like hoof marks that look like a horse, except for it looks like it's like a 2-foot horse or something. You can see these tracks around the camp that you set.
Was it some kind of hoofed creature?
I didn't stop, so...
Yeah, she just walked past you guys.
Well, I'm assuming we're walking with her.
Yeah, you can quickly gather the camp up and follow her, but she's got like 5-10 minute head start on you, so you're gonna have to like quickly gather your stuff and run after her.
Alright. I guess I'll save the question for later.
Yeah, you guys can gather the camp up and eventually meet up with her, unless you're actively avoiding them, Whitney.
No, I think I would just, like, go to my room, find one of my, like, more hooded cloaks to, like, wear around right now, and I just ignore people at this point if they're giving me dirty looks and just like go sit in the inn in a corner and wait for them.
Yeah, they all follow through, and 5-10 minutes after you come back down with your hooded cloak and you're sitting in a corner drinking something, you all can meet up at the table and talk to her.
I think she was in her room.
Well, she was in her room, then she said she went back down, right? And got a drink inside of the table? Yeah. So you see her. It takes you a minute. At first you're about to go to her room, but then one of you will pass your perception and notice she's in the corner, kind of cloaked up, having a drink. You guys approach her? Sit at the table?
Well, before I do that, I would like to at least look at Kryn's wounds. I would at least heal the actual damage. I'll tell him it's a little beyond me to heal him completely, but I can at least help him feel a little better.
Yeah.
And I will cast a Cure Light.
Excellent. Oh, yeah, that'll heal you back up to full. And you're a good healer. You know that with a night's rest, you'll be able to heal up the con damage. Not all of it, but 2 nights rest, I believe, will heal it.
Yeah. And I'll let him know that. And then I would go and sit near Tay.
Same.
Yeah, you guys pull up some chairs.
I'll say to Kryn, like, what the hell happened? Like, how did you get hurt while you were asleep?
There was some dream creature out last night. I was awake. It tried to convince me to go to sleep. It claimed it was going to give me good dreams, but I tend to not believe things that seem a little too good to be true.
I didn't talk to anything. I've never gone to sleep. You guys have known that. I've never gone to sleep on watch, and I fought and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't stay awake.
Can you describe this creature? Maybe. I mean, if it was talking to you, it was close enough to us to do something. Maybe it wanted to hurt you and instead hurt us. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can describe the creature I saw. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I was also distracted and tired, so who knows?
Yeah, you're not too sure what it is from her description.
Well, whatever it was,
You know enough that it was probably some Fey-based creature, but you don't have no idea what it was.
Okay.
Aside from that, Teo, you're all right.
I'm fine.
And let me be the first to apologize. Regardless of what may have triggered what we said, that is not something I would normally say to you.
Yes, we are very sorry, Tay. I don't know what got into us.
It's fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before. Let's just move on.
Okay.
So to the wizard's room?
You could throw one of those poop bags in the middle of the floor over there. That might be funny. Make you laugh.
God, that would be the most entertaining prank, to go back and pretend like, oh yeah, we're totally coming back for another day. Oh wait, let me throw this caltrop poop bag in here and dip out. Is there a way we could make it explode? That would be even better.
Enjoy the corn.
I want to explode all over his room. We get in trouble for that? Do I care? I could go invisible, but I think tossing the bag in the room might break my invisibility. Damn. But He could probably see through invisibility. Fuck.
Yeah, he has those glasses.
Well, he can see, I'm assuming, auras of sort, probably with the glasses. He may be able to tell that there's someone there if he was paying attention.
Maybe you could, like, convince someone that's more advanced in study that doesn't like him to do it.
True. I could just mail it. Get it delivered and dropped off, and then... But then how do I make it explode at a certain time?
I bet the Dalek people would know how to do that.
True. I'm gonna go back to the Dalek store.
All right. You walk on in.
Exterminate.
I levitate myself in.
Excellent. They take note of you not falling for the same old prank. They welcome you back. What can we do for you?
Okay, so I have the poop bag from yesterday, right? You remember it?
Yeah. With the corn.
Yeah. Do you have a way to make it explode at a certain time? Like a timer or some way to, like, make it detonate after, like, so long?
How long do you need?
I could maybe get it dropped off at someone's door.
We have such a spell, but it would only give you 35 seconds before it would go off.
I think maybe that could work.
Think that's enough time?
I think that's enough time.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh, you're going to ding dong ditch, aren't you?
Kind of, not really. So, because when you knock, the door just opens, right? So I'm just gonna invis myself, knock until the door opens, get the spell on there, toss it in. He's usually, like, way up in the fucking rafters and doesn't notice right away, and hopefully it'll be 30 seconds and it'll just boom everywhere and poop implosion.
So he kind of rolls this scroll up. He says, normally this is a very powerful and expensive spell, but if this sounds like it's being used in a very elaborate prank, if you...
True.
Before you cast the scroll, if you say Dalek's name 3 times and do this prank in the name of Dalek, I'll give it to you for free.
Done. Let's do it.
Excellent. Kind of rolls the scroll up, does this nice little black paper bow on it, ties it nice and tight, puts it in your hand and says, may Dalek be with you.
Awesome. Alright, that's my plan. I'm gonna invis myself, get to his door, knock on it till it... Well, I guess I'm gonna cast the spell, so that'll start the 35 seconds, knock on the door till it opens, and then just, like, slide it into his room, and then just dip out.
Okay.
And obviously do the... When I cast the... Obviously, before I cast the spell, do the Dalek thing, so...
Yeah, I'm just looking with the check you need to make to cast a scroll higher than your level.
I think it's a spellcraft.
It's like a caster level check. DC equals scrolls caster level +1.
Ooh, that's a little spooky.
If you fail, nothing. You don't waste the scroll, so you just stand there until you get it.
Okay.
But if you fail, you have to make a wisdom check every time to avoid a mishap.
Ooh. Where do I find caster level on this sheet?
Should be on your spell
Concentrate
tab.
caster level. There it is. 19?
Yeah, that's enough. Oh, well, so walk me through this plan. What are you doing?
Okay, so my invis is like minutes per level.
And are you
so
bringing the
I'm
rest of the
kind
party to see this, or just you?
I think I'm doing it by myself, because I think it's going to be easier to just do by myself. So yeah, so I think I invis. Would I know, could, like, I know at doing an attack, so like throwing something would break my invis. Could I just slide something somewhere without breaking my invis?
What will break the invis is casting the scroll.
Oh, true. You're right. Okay, whatever. Who cares that much? I'll just be in my, like, cloak so that hopefully I'm disguised a little bit in case someone does, like, notice me.
Okay.
But whatever. So I'll invis myself until I get there. Or maybe I wait and I do the invis afterwards. Maybe I'm just going to fucking invis afterwards so I can maybe see if I can watch the aftermath. So I'm just going to cloak up. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to outside his door. I'm going to wait around. I don't know if there's like a lot of people coming and going, but if there is, I would wait till it's kind of clear and then go outside of his door.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say Dalek 3 times, cast the spell in the name of Dalek, cast it on the thing, knock to get the door to open.
Opens.
Slide it in, invis myself, and then I'm gonna try to find some place where I can hide and just like barely like peek around a corner and just so I can just like see it explode because I need the visual. I have to see this.
Well, give me an in check.
Oh god, did I mess up on something?
No, not that much. Yeah, so you remember if the door is going to close, so I don't know how you're going to see what happens inside.
It didn't stay open? I mean...
No, it closed behind you guys, but if no one walks in, the door eventually will probably close.
But will it close within, like, 20 seconds of being opened?
Most likely.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, well
it
then
closed pretty much immediately behind you guys when you guys walked in.
I'll bring something to when I knock and it opens, wedge the door open.
Okay.
And... I'll have something with me to wedge into the door.
Alright, so you put a little wedge, you scurry off behind the corner, you're peeking around, and the door, like, tries to close, and there's, like, you can see in through this, like, however big gap you left with whatever you wedged with. And he says, you can just hear him say, hello? Who's there? Hello? And I guess, are you doing anything else? You're just waiting for it to go off.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, you say, well, what is that? Who left that? And you just hear, like, some steps, and then all of a sudden you hear this big blast, and you just hear him be like, oh, what the hell? And you just hear this... you've heard fireball before. It almost sounds like a fireball went off in there. You just hear... and you just see, like, these, like, strings of, like, little... looking like poop with corn in it being blasted everywhere. Some comes through the door... and more singe marks are added to the corners of the top of the door as you see some like flame get expelled, but quickly gets like put out. There's just like a little puff of flame, and you just hear him like screaming, and there's like a lot of screaming of it, animals that kind of like run out the door. The door like flies open. A lot of these like animals that are like little flames on them. They're like running out, and these like papers are like flame. Like as the door opens, all these like papers that are like half burnt and flying through the air, and there's like ash everywhere, and all this like it's tanglefoot goo, but it looks like poop everywhere, splattered everywhere.
There's shit everywhere.
Whitney invented napalm.
And yeah, like when the door, as all of the animals are like running out, and you like can see in, he's just like stuck on like the wall with like corn and poop, and he's just like, ah, somebody help me! And there's just like a little flame that's just like getting put out. That's just like was like on him, but it's like putting put out. And he's just like, he basically got tangle-footed to the wall, and you know
my
that.
god!
It's like the duct tape picture.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the Dalek store, and I'll use my levitate boots. And I'm gonna go back to the guy. I'm like, all right, you got anyone here who can share memory?
Oh yes, we do.
I'm gonna share the memory with them so that they can enjoy it.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 of these black apron like guys that work here. There's a girl too. They all cuddle around. This guy who takes turns like sharing memory to everyone, and they all burst into laughter, and they offer you a job here if you want.
God damn.
They like after the last person gets the memory shared, they all like are wiping like tears of laughter away, and one of the other ones like nods to one another, and then he goes in the back, he comes out and he says, if you want a job, and he kind of has this brand new black apron, and he hands it to you, or he's just like putting it up to you.
Damn, I wish.
You can just work here part-time whenever you have free time. We know you guys are adventurers. We saw you come in here the other day.
Hell yeah, alright,
I'll
I'll do it.
downtime? Excellent. They like hand you this nice apron. You kind of look at it. It has like the Dalek masquerade mask on the center part of it, like in the chest part. And it's just a very nice like black apron. Just anytime you want to come to work, just wear that and walk in, and you'll be at work. clocked in, as they say.
Cool.
Not
Yeah.
only did we invent Ding Dong Ditch and napalm, you got a job out of it. Like,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Oh god, that was great.
Yeah.
I feel better. I'm not mad about people giving me dirty looks.
Yeah, and strangely, these all people. Well, you don't know you're still under the effect, but no one here gives you any snide looks or anything like that as you come in again. But yeah, anything else you guys wanted to do?
I can't think of anything.
Did
Well, at the
Alright,
very
you
beginning of the
scale up.
session, there was that orc camp you wanted to go to. I guess that's. You guys interested in doing that still?
We'll
or?
get there eventually, okay?
I mean, we got to get stronger, and so far we've been getting weaker. So
Yeah, I need to rest 2 days at least.
I got a gash in my leg.
Can I heal that, by the way?
Yes, you can give some like long-term care with a heal check overnight and just take care of it, or you can just
That's what I'll
expend
do.
some magic and be done with it. You can do either or. Yeah, so you guys can
Okay.
hit your rest macro to recover the con damage. I don't know how late you guys want to play. We can just skim over those 2 days that you guys are just resting.
I mean, if I can just heal it with magic, I'll just heal
Sure.
it with magic.
But for Charlie, I think if you hit your rest macro on the summary page, it should clear up the con damage by itself. You may have to click it twice for 2 nights resting.
It's right above your health on your character sheet.
It didn't work.
Well, if you didn't click it, because it should output to chat when you rest. There you go. Oh, yeah. Alice just did
Yeah,
it. It should
that
do
was me. I was giving an example.
There you go. So it says con. Yeah, you
It-
healed 1 con.
I didn't see the. I had my sheet over it, and it didn't show the whatchamacallit.
So you'll need 3 nights rest to recover the rest of the con, or you can pay for, if you guys want to just rest the 3 days, 4 days, or whatever.
I think we'll just take a little bit of time to recuperate, just because, it was like there's various things going on with each of us. So, except for me, apparently.
Yeah, during those 4 days and nights, anyone want to go back to the wizard or do anything or?
No, I'm sure it smells terrible there now.
Well, it's not actual poop. It's just
Yeah.
Tanglefoot juice made to look like poop.
Right. No smell.
But no, I don't think I'll go back. I think that the appeal of it kind of wore off after seeing what happened with Tay.
Yeah, so those 4 days as well, your little curse is over, Tay, as well. You'll notice people start not giving you evil looks anymore this 5th day.
And I think that might be a good stop time. It's like
Yeah,
almost 8:30, and I don't know if we could do anything. And I
Yeah,
want to
the-
play past 9.
for
That's
sure.
okay.
Yeah, no, it's up to you guys. I was just going to say you could probably just do some scouting of that camp, but this is a good place to end. I'm just going to give you guys experience real
We
quick.
can do that if you want.
That's up to you guys.
I'm good either way. Uh-oh, we got into combat. Crap.
I'm just giving you guys some experience.
The guards know what you did, Tay.
I'm sure they're laughing their asses off too.
Alright, all of you got experience. And how did you want to scout out the camp? Is someone with the best stealth check just want
What should our XP be, by the way?
to... It automatically gives it to you, so it should be what it is.
6147? Okay.
I don't think I have
I mean,
stealth.
I guess if we get close, I can invis and scout it a little.
Sure, just give me a stealth check. You have plus 20 while moving with invis.
Ugh. Well,
So
I mean,
27.
for the 20.
Yeah, so you peek over, and I'll just bring you to that map, and then you can relay any information, then we can end there.
Okay.
So yeah, you peek your head out, and where's your character? Character. Tay. I'll just say you can have vision from here. And how did I bring you here? I think I need to pull to scene Tay. Is it loading for you? Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, don't move your character around, but you can see what you see as you peek your head out. If you have any questions about what you're seeing, I can clarify.
Okay, well, I'm assuming it looks like I see a couple goblin dogs. It looks like I see, like, are they to character in what they're holding?
No, a lot of the bow goblins, some of them are just holding swords, some of them are holding bows. So it's like they have both, so I can basically choose what they use. So a lot of them have bows slung over their shoulders. The ones clearly on this like little fort are wielding bows at the moment, but
yeah.
And the orcs these are orcs. They have swords out. They don't have bows.
So I'll relate to the party that it looks like there's some big house or of sorts that I can't see inside. But outside there are 9 goblins, 6 orcs, and 2 goblin dogs.
Yeah, and the structure you're seeing, they're just like these wooden palisade walls blocking your vision with this like wooden bone gate. So it's like it just looks like a big circle of wooden palisades.
I was hoping I'd be able to see the fucking giant and do a
I
knowledge
guess
check.
Yeah, give me a D100 to see like, well, how long are you waiting out there?
I mean, I would wait as, like, I need a little bit of time on Invis to sneak up, and then I would want a little bit of time to sneak out, and I would wait however long I felt like the middle was. So
how long is your Invis?
Invis is minutes per level, right?
So you're level 3, so 3 minutes?
3.
Okay, so in that minute and a half window, give me a D100 to see how lucky you are, see if he pokes his head out to bark some orders at people. Yeah, no, unfortunately, that minute and a half, you don't quite get a good view of him.
Boo. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything I can do, unfortunately. Alright, well...
Alright.
Oh, I actually see another goblin.
Yeah, I mean, there's clearly probably some more in the fort. There's some more probably around and about. You can't get a good read on their numbers exactly, but you get a good little look out.
I'm gonna dip out, and I probably would have done most of my level 2 spells as Invis for the day. I want to try one more time and see if I can get a look at the giant.
Sure, give me another G100.
Well, you probably want another stealth check too, because I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
Closed my character sheet like a dummy. Oh my god, well, at least you can't.
Well, as you get close, the dogs start going...
Do they actually, make their perception? Because you can't fail a skill check.
Yeah, you only have a 26, and they...
Okay, I'm just making
have
sure.
scent and stuff. So yeah, the dogs get riled up. The orcs kind of look around. They don't see anything, but they let the dogs start sniffing around. You can back out if you want, but...
I'd back off and slowly back off and see if they calm down while I'm still semi-in-vision at any point?
No. If you stay close enough, they're gonna get out your scent and follow you.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, fine. I was like, I can't do worse in my last roll, and then I did worse in my last roll. It's like, seriously.
Did you say orcs?
Yep.
Did they look like the orcs that we met?
They look as strong as those orcs, but not the same orcs.
Okay.
And if you guys remember, those were not very strong orcs. They were like 1 hit, 6 HP kind of orcs.
Yeah, I mean, obviously all of these things out here we're seeing, I think the goblin dogs maybe might be the sturdiest of all of them. Like, all of this stuff is very easily taken down. It's just a lot of fodder to have to deal with when the main concern is obviously the giant. And the problem
Just get a scroll of fireball.
True.
Or use another one of those exploding poop bags.
Or the poop log to confuse their scent.
Yeah.
Or my great cleave, you know.
Oh yeah. Cleave would be very good with fodder. But yeah, that's it. So I guess I can note down your plan for next time is to deal with this camp.
Yep, that's what I put in my notes.
Excellent.
Can
Let's.
you tell me the name of that creature?
Out of character? Yeah, I can tell you. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut the stream up before I do that. But let me just make a note of that for next session. I mean, it's already prepared, but any idea what you want to do after that? I mean, there might be a little bit of big combat, but then I guess it'll depend on what you find out and stuff. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I will shut the stream down. Thank you if everyone was watching. GG's and have a good night.